Good morning. Oh my goodness. We got Call of Duty today, guys. We got new zombies today. We got Liberty Falls. You can see the countdown on the screen. That's how long it's going to be. This is very exciting. By the way, pinned at the top of the chat, a video on how to pre-download the Black Ops 6 beta. I logged in. Well, I got everything set up here for the stream today, and then I logged into my Xbox to check, make sure things were like maybe it was ready to go. And you know what? I pre-downloaded the beta already, so you can already do it. You're not going to be able to play until Friday, so don't start thinking, "Oh my God, I want to go play right now. I'm going to download it." Like, you're not going to be able to play. You can pre-download it. So, like I said, video pinned at the top of the chat. If you don't know how to do that. Basically, just if you already own Modern Warfare 3 and you are up to date with Modern Warfare 3, even if you're not up to date, to be honest, just go to Modern Warfare 3, check for an update, and that's where it'll start downloading from there. Outside of that, again, check the video. It was about 35 gigs for me. It's like 34 point whatever 96 or something like that. So got that downloaded already. There are a whole bunch of little like content packs underneath that. I'm not even sure how many of them you actually need. I don't know like which ones are for which. I mean, there is one that says the beta, but it's one that says the beta, and then there's like 10 content packs. I also have the pre-order bonus packs and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not going to get, I don't think, that stuff during the beta. I mean, maybe there's like the camos, those Mastercraft camos that we'll be able to use during the beta potentially, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, we're going to get a ton of new information today. This is extremely exciting, man. The Terminus map, the trailers we got. So we got the like intro cutscene basically for it, and it looked really good. I mean, to me, it looked really good. That was with Peck, and then we had Weaver, and we had Carver, and then Maya comes in. She slits the guard's throat, turns that it wasn't a song. It was like a poem that was a recited poem over and over and over again. The boots moving up and down again, all that kind of stuff. It looked pretty cool from there. Then we get 17 minutes of gameplay drops, and we went through that like frame by frame just about and checked out everything. And that map looks awesome. Mark, what's up, man? That map looks great. And then I was like, okay, this 100% I am playing Terminus first. And then the trailer for Liberty Falls drops, and it's even better than the trailer for Terminus. Was like, oh my God, I don't know what to play now. You guys got to tell me, what are you playing first? I mean, I still think I'm playing Terminus first because I think it falls in the story. I think it comes first. So that's what I'm playing first. But the Liberty Falls, that trailer was nuts, man. Awaken early just for you. Thank you, players. What's going on, man? Good to see you again today. By the way, if you're here, please drop a like on the stream. It helps me out big time. Literally just takes you a second to do. It really helps me out, though. I appreciate it. But you guys got to tell me which one you're playing. Mark, you're playing Liberty Falls first. That's another thing is they both look like, I mean, we kind of know already. They, like, Treyarch themselves have said how big Terminus is going to be. We know that that's a good-sized map. But I thought, see, I originally I was thinking, if you think to like Black Ops 3, we had Shadows of Evil, round-based, like main quest Easter egg kind of a thing. And then we also got, if you pre-ordered and did the bonus thing, you got the Giant. No main quest, I mean, the Fly Trap, technically, it's a main quest Easter egg. But you know what I mean, like it's basically just a high-round map, right? It's more of a really great casual map, by the way. Great for high-rounding and all that kind of stuff. But I thought, and then for BO4, of course, we had 4 maps upon release, but you had like the main quest Easter eggs, and then you had Classified, which, again, technically had a main quest Easter egg when it was making it to around 150. But that was, again, more of just a pure high round kind of a map. So I thought Terminus was going to be the main quest Easter egg map, and that Liberty Falls was going to be the high round map, or a high round map, you know what I mean? But it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like both are going to have full main quest Easter eggs, and Liberty Falls looks like it's going to be a huge map as well. So I kind of don't know what to think anymore. like I said, I thought Liberty Falls was going to be kind of a smaller round, just pure high round kind of a thing, and it does not look like it's the case. And Glitching Queen actually put out a video yesterday. She did like a virtual tour, like on her PC of the town, which is called Harper's Ferry. So you guys should check that out later today. But man, the whole area and like the stuff that she found, it looks like so like in real life, the stuff that she found looks so cool, and they could like do a ton with it as far as Easter eggs and stuff go for like zombies Easter eggs kind of a thing. So it could be very, 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 very fun, dude. I am so looking forward to it. I had been cautiously optimistic a while back for this game. Like, I liked Cold War. I liked Cold War quite a bit, actually. But it was a pretty simple, like, is a very, 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 very beginner-friendly kind of a game. Dude, my microphone's driving me crazy today. If you see me fidgeting down here, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to mess with that. But they've already come out and said, by the way, like the Treyarch have come out and said that these maps are going to be like harder than Cold War was. So I think that's something a lot of us have been looking forward to, having a bit more difficulty, like a bit more in depth. We're going to have a ton of side Easter eggs. This is really, really, there we go. Oh my God, just leave it there. Jesus, such a pain. A ton of side Easter eggs, and I heard a couple people talking that had been to Treyarch already to do. They were part of the people that had gone early to play Terminus, and they were talking like, how long do you think these maps are going to take to solve? Because you remember back to Cold War, nothing took more than 3 hours. Literally nothing took more than 3 hours for that entire game to solve. And they were talking like, I think, it's going to be about a day for each. And they were hoping it would go a little bit longer than that. But, I mean, see, now the thing is, too, is like people are pretty hyped for this game. So there's a lot of us out here, right, that are very interested in, seeing this and what it's going to be like and just to get our hands on something. Because it's been a while, especially for us zombies people. I mean, this year could have been a good year. It started off promising, and then they just literally just stopped updating the game for us. We got the one Dark Ether thing every season, but that was it. But I think they kind of always underestimate like when there are, and again, especially for this game, because there's going to be so many of us zombies people out there really going at it. Kanoka, what's up, man? Good to see you. I think they really kind of underestimate how many people are playing in the zombies community, just kind of out there doing it, and the amount of sharing that's going on Twitter, on Reddit, on Discord or whatever. So I don't know. I'm hoping it might not be a literal full day that it takes to solve, but I'm hoping it's somewhere along the lines of at least like 8 or 10 hours rather than 2 or 3. Just waiting for Liberty Falls before I go to work. Hopefully they squeeze it in first, man. Now, that's another good sign for us, by the way, as Zombies players, is Treyarch, obviously, if you've seen any of the promo stuff, like, they have been hitting, like, most of these promos have been all about zombies. We got the multiplayer reveal that came out a couple days ago. And, I mean, I shouldn't say nobody's talking about it, but, because, on my channel, we're about zombies here, so... let me go to... I want to go to their page. I'm just checking to see like how many people actually watched compared to... Oh, yes, yeah, I'm completely wrong. Like, completely wrong. Okay. Because I was like, I don't know how excited people are for the multiplayer. Like, everybody's super into the zombie stuff. And then I look, and it came out 2 days ago, the COD multiplayer trailer. 23 million views, and then right next to that is the Liberty Falls cinematic that has 1 million views. So, again, that's my perspective on how off things are. Where's Terminus? Terminus cinematic was 1.3 million, and... the round-based trailer was 7.2 million. So, okay, that just goes to show you how off my perspective is, because I'm just about the zombie stuff and not. I want to play the multiplayer. I'm looking forward to trying it out, and especially with the beta this weekend. The Omni Movement thing, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of fun for zombies. Dweebs, what's up? No, the beta is not out today. You can pre-download the beta right now. Link at the top of the chat if you don't know how. Electro, what's up, man? Good to see you. You can pre-download the beta today. You can play the beta on Friday. Yeah, Friday. I think probably like 9 or 10 a.m. But I was able to pre-download the beta already today. Again, don't freak out if you're like, oh, you're going to go do it. Like, you're not going to be able to play it for another 48 hours. So don't worry. You have plenty of time to download it. 23 million? Yeah. For the multiplayer, which makes sense. I'm not seeing like anything in my timeline, excuse me, really about the multiplayer stuff. But again, I am hyper-focused on the zombie stuff. So I suppose that makes sense. But I mean, I do follow some people on YouTube that are multiplayer people, and I haven't seen one video about it. So, other than the actual trailer itself. But anyhow, yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the Liberty Falls map. Like, we got Terminus. That's what's taking place at night. Liberty Falls, from what we've seen so far, like there's only that little clip at the very end. We're going to obviously get a hell of a lot more of it today. Looks like it takes place during the day, which I think will be kind of cool. I was trying to think, like, what are you guys' favorite nighttime maps? Because you think about it. Eric, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good morning to you. I think there's a lot less nighttime maps than people realize. Because we think zombies, you think scary, you think nighttime, right? That's where the nightmares come. Zombies is the stuff there. Yes, it is. I think for me, probably, I mean, my number 3 map of all time is Zombies in Spaceland, behind Origins and DE. Those are both daytime maps. So I guess for me, technically, my number 1 nighttime map would probably be Zombies in Spaceland then, I guess. Mauer was a nighttime map. I think everything else, you know what? Technically, Forsaken is a nighttime map, although it's definitely not my favorite anything. The gameplay reveal trailer has 57 million. That was from a couple of months ago. I'm not even talking about that one, Electro, yeah. Those numbers are very fishy, though. I'm not there's the whole thing about that. It was kind of weird. I don't know. Paper Root, what's up? Did I miss anything? No, you have not missed anything. You can see the timer counting down on screen right now. We still have 14 and a half minutes to go before the COD Next starts. So we're just right now, we're just chit-chatting about this kind of stuff. Outbreak Dark map. The Sanatorium map, I don't know. I wouldn't put that anywhere near my top anything. Outbreak was, by the way, there is no Outbreak in Black Ops 6, which shocks me. Honestly, shocks me. I thought there was no way, because Outbreak did really well for Cold War, and at the beginning of this year, you know, like Modern Warfare 3 year, you guys remember they were talking about so much about how it's the most played third game mode they've ever had. And then, I mean, of course, that was before they decided to ditch it completely and just kind of leave us hanging in the lurch there. But I was telling you guys, like, nothing was confirmed, but I'm 99% sure that they're going to do Outbreak in Black Ops 6, and that turns out they're not. So I was definitely wrong. Thoughts on the new multiplayer movement? I mean, we're going to see. I think it's going to probably be a nightmare that I don't want to have any part of, to be honest with you, Paper Root. But we'll see when I get my hands on, or all of us get our hands on the beta this weekend on Friday. And again, just link at the top of the chat. If you don't know how to download the beta, you can pre-download it already starting today. I mean, I was able to at least, so I'm assuming it'll be available for everybody. If you've pre-ordered and already own Modern Warfare 3 at least. Yeah, it was pretty scary when you got up to the high round. So yeah, I was just kind of shocked that they didn't do it. I mean, like I said, Outbreak did really well for them in Cold War, like really, really well for them. because it was a casual thing that multiplayer people could just kind of stumble their way into, and they didn't have to super hyper focus on, what's the Easter egg thing? Do they even know what an Easter egg is? And it's not like wave after wave, just constantly coming at you. You can kind of take your time and move around the map and kind of check things out, go explore, shoot things as you go. But you're kind of moving into their area, the zombies area, rather than the zombies all just kind of coming and attacking you. You were moving through them. So it was definitely different, and I'm kind of shocked. But like I said, I would have bet $1 million that it was going to be a part of this game, Black Ops 6, but it's not. But now at the end of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, you get to be continued. The story is to be continued. Ava, she's on the phone with Ravenov, her dad. She gets pulled through the mirror. She's like, Mother? And a lot of people think it's the Shadow Man. I kind of don't, to be honest with you. The hat doesn't look quite right to me, but whatever. Also, I want to kind of show you guys this. Something I posted to Twitter and to my community page yesterday. Here. So this is the thing from that I pulled out. Whatever. The mirrors. This is Richthofen's room in the Liberty Falls trailer right here. He's got the DG2 here with the Wunderwaffe in his hands. He's about to run out his bedroom door. But look at this mirror. And I didn't use the best picture for this, to be honest with you. It was kind of not great. But this is the mirror that Ava sees. We see the Shadow Man here. Maybe the Shadow Man. Let's just, for right now, we'll just say that's the Shadow Man. Again, I don't think that looks more like a cowboy hat to me. But whatever. We're not even getting into that. But look at the mirror itself. So this is in Liberty Falls. And this is in Liberty Falls. Look at the posts holding it up, and I know it's blurry. But in like the little ball kind of thing on top. The post with a little ball thing on top. It's a slightly different color, maybe? This is like a little bit lighter colored. But again, this was also taking place 30 years later, so I don't know if I don't know. It could have been restained. It could have been whatever. I'm not even entirely sure. But the mirrors look very, very similar. I'm not saying the room. I posted this and somebody was like, the rooms don't look anything alike to me. I'm like, I didn't say anything about the room. It was just in Richthofen's room. And the room that Ava was in this hotel or motel or wherever she's staying at this point when she's on the phone with Ravenov. But she's in Liberty Falls here. And again, that's Liberty Falls as well. So is there something to do with it? Like, I will be, if we find this on, in the map, and Liberty Falls, the actual map that we're playing, I'm going to be checking things out with that mirror, making sure there's like nothing going on there. Because I kind of think there might be. I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of think there might be. Did you see they're making a Skur Ritual mobile game? No, I didn't. They reposted it on Twitter. I follow them on Twitter. The only I saw today from them, what was your favorite boss or something like that in Skur, but I didn't see anything about going to mobile. So Vandahar, you guys know who Vandahar is, right? He was with Treyarch for like 20 years. Was part of pretty much every game that they had. He doesn't post very often, but he just posted today. He left Treyarch and he's now with this company called Bullet Farm. And he just posted 20 minutes ago, so that's kind of unusual. Maybe trying to use the day as like getting a little attention. Like, hey, remember I used to be over there? Anyway. The Mega Abomination will, in fact, be in Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's coming from Margwa Network. I mean, we saw... If you didn't see... By the way, my Twitter's linked down below if you want to follow it. I keep like up to date on just like quick hitting like little things. Like, this is what's going on for whatever. This is the thing right now. So if you want to be able to just like kind of stay in touch, it's linked down below. You certainly don't have to. But at the event at COD Next, they have this massive, like, life-size replica of the Mega Abomination there. It looks really cool, man. It looks like really cool. They're calling her Abby, by the way. just getting up to speed on everything. Looks like 30 minutes of zombies. That they're going to give us about 30 minutes. That would be awesome. I mean, honestly, that would be great. I want Toxic Growth back. Toxic Growth was, as a solo player, it's not awesome. We know the benefits of it for Mauer or Totem when you're doing the Klaus holdout step when he's in the machine, right? You can literally put one to his right and one right in front of him, and then you can just walk away, literally walk away, and he'll be completely fine. If you're in a, like, other than that, like as a solo player, it's not the best. I remember trying it in the Legion boss fight and just kind of trying to set like a cross barrier to like run the zombies through it as I was shooting Legion to trip them up and get them caught in it, which did work fairly well, but you get so many of them and you get so many bosses that the thorn bush things get ruined fairly quickly, so it wasn't great for that. But to me, if you were running a 4-person squad and you had one person with toxic growth on like doing that Legion boss fight, I think it actually would have been like a pretty great field upgrade to use, and like other people could have healing aura or ring of fire or whatever. You love it for solo, really? Okay. It definitely has its benefits, but as a solo player, I always liked ring of fire or Ether Shroud definitely better. In MW3 Zombies, man, like it was, what the hell is it called? I put it on so long ago, I never even thought about it again. The electric, what the hell was it called? It's good for high rounds. Okay, that's probably why I don't know, because I don't play high rounds really at all. Although I think I'm going to change that this year. By the way, so many people are interested in watching it. I think I might just change that this year. But I did the story mission last night with a friend of mine who hasn't been able to do it yet, and I just, like, for the first time ever, well, not ever, but for the first time I honestly couldn't even tell you. I put on healing, or like I changed my field upgrade for the first time in so long, so long, and I used healing aura for it. Like I said, because you go down during that boss fight and boom. By the way, you guys know how, like, you pick up, there's the whole thing where you can do, like, the alternate boss fight, and you can get that secret camo. And you pick up that, like, whatever that scanner thing is called, like the RFD or something like that it's called. That we found in the regular boss fight as well. You don't need to go into tier 5 to find that, like, to do the Elder Sigil. You don't need to go into there to find that thing. It's available in the story mission boss fight as well. So we found it, like, the second, well, there's the two places you got to go. Like, the light beams are going up. There's one to the left when you spawn in and one to the right. We found it over at the one to the right. We didn't do it because he had never done the story mission before, so we were going to do that first and then see if we could, drop down and, like, afterwards and do it. But, like, you're so high up after that because you get, like, teleported up to the boss fight. So we didn't actually do that, but I might stream coming up, maybe even tomorrow, where I try to find that again and do it that way, potentially, because it's definitely be easier that way than going into tier 5, the Elder Sigil. All right, let me go get my iced coffee ready we got 4 minutes left, and dude, this is gonna be an exciting day. By the way, do you think we're gonna get, because they've announced it so far, right? That we have what I think it's a total of like 8 perks, and there were a couple that are not like Death Perception is not gonna be in the game at the beginning, at least. Now I'm assuming they're gonna do basically like they did with Cold War. Every new season they get, we get one new perk, and we also do know that with it is coming with PhD, but it's flopper. But with the augments, so the augments, just in case you don't know, augments are basically going to work like the ether crystals did from Cold War, where you can upgrade them. But in this game, it's called augments, and you unlock these augments simply by playing with, like if you want to upgrade Jug, you just use Jug in game, and all the time that you spent in game with Jug on, that's time where you're increasing your Jug. Basically, you're increasing the augments for your Jug. But one of the augments, there's like a major one and a minor one you get to pick. So it's not like you have all 5 things available like you had in Cold War. We only have a minute left before this starts off, so I'll finish this up. But one of them we're going to get with PhD is you can turn the flopper into slider, or I think it's going to be both. Like you could slide, and if you dolphin dive maybe. But I know you can turn it into slider. But there's a couple of perks like that weren't there. Like I think, well, this is counting down now, so we'll just hop over here. This is their YouTube channel. Both would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I want. Well, that looks kind of cool. I want Death Perception. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I do kind of like having it. Plus, you get to see, you can kind of see through the walls, and like if there's a thing in that room that you like want to go get. I want Saddam Hussein as my zombie player. Okay, I'll be a sliding, flopping fish. There you go. I mean, you guys know how much I love PhD Slider. Harry Scott, what's up, man? I'm selling the Smile horror movie. Yeah, they really did kind of look like that movie. That Smile, like that super creepy, like. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. This live show. Oh, by the way, they said there's going to be copyrighted stuff, music in this, so I kind of got to keep my finger over here by the mute button. So if it goes mute, I'm doing it intentionally. I mean, it's almost going to be impossible. This is Washington, D.C., by the way. I think it's going to be pretty much impossible to kind of manage that. Right off the bat, we have music. Like, right off the bat, copywritten music. Okay. So that, now you know why I mentioned it. Because they put out on their Twitter yesterday, like, yeah, you could definitely do, like, watch parties, but there's going to be music throughout, so just, be ready. Okay. Adler is back. Yes, he is. There he was, right there.
They stand before.
Killer Mike. Gotta wait for him to finish. No, I'm not gonna give it away yet. I don't want to give my idea away. Something music related. I will be doing all year for Black Ops 6, by the way, on my Twitter.
At all things Black Ops 6, including our first ever deep dive on multiplayer.
Get ready for the world premiere of the all-new Black Ops 6 Zombies map, Liberty Falls. We also give you the drop on all things Warzone.
We're taking you to Area 99, and we're taking over 200 global creators with us.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. This is Black Ops 6.
I like the Cerberus thing. It looks cool. The 3-headed dog. Oh, they're gonna show Abby?
The creators have arrived.
The
They have them in
game
these
is loading
circles.
up. It's time to introduce you
Which
to Black Ops.
I think is like
multiplayer.
the Library of Congress is laid out like that, right? The circles, expanding circles in DC. So I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or it's simply just as a way to fit everybody in how they like it. But I think it's probably intentional. Plus, Washington DC is laid out that way, like basically like ever expanding circles as it goes out. That's the mind map. Oh, more music. Oh my god, dude. Literally right off the bat. This is the multiplayer Liberty Falls stuff. This is all stuff we've seen before, by the way. Like, this is from the trailer that was released already. We've already seen this stuff. And the whole... You know what? I'm not even going to... I don't care. Like, if it gets copy claimed, I don't care. Whatever. It's fine. I don't want to ride the mute button the whole day. Yeah, you can also use the people as meat shields. Is that Dome? I mean, you guys know what I mean. Again, hitting the face with baseball or aluminum baseball on top of it. Yeah, the whole Omni Movement thing, dude, I think is going to be... I really have a feeling it's going to be terrible for multiplayer, but we'll see. Yeah, again, I'm looking forward to trying it with the beta this weekend. For zombies, I think it's going to be probably pretty great. But the people can sprint literally left, right, and back. I don't know about that. For multiplayer, I don't know about that. COD trailers are low-key hidden recently. Yeah. Hopefully it's good, though. I mean, I always want the multiplayer to be good. But I'm going to spend 99% of my time, obviously, on zombie stuff. But I always want the multiplayer stuff to be good.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the Hunters vs. Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Season 1 Black Cell Bundle, and more.
Got it. By the way, do you guys know if the...
See, nobody's paying attention to us.
Oh, buddy, that was one hell of a trailer. Welcome, 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 everyone.
The tier skips that you have from
this is Call of Duty next. The
MW3 will carry over.
Black Ops 6.
They have like 13 of them.
I'm joined here at the desk by
For the
Stephanie
Battle Pass.
Snowden. You got the Senior Director of Studio Communications here, and man, I can't wait to see what we have in store today. Black Ops is a special place in my heart. It was the first esport that I ever got to cast, so this is a great experience, and this is freaking wild stuff.
It's amazing all around. The energy in here is incredible, but it's been a long time since we have had the opportunity to talk about a new Black Ops game out in the world.
Hell yeah.
And damn does it feel good
4
to
years.
be here ready to reveal Black Ops 6.
I'm pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition now.
Who are going to be joining
Oh,
us at the desk throughout the day. Lots of new to talk about, and even the opportunity for you to earn some new loot just for tuning in.
It's as simple as that. Make sure you stay tuned throughout the day as you
Because I have a
chance
business
to unlock
my
in-game
account
rewards for Black
is
Ops
technically
6 just by
business here.
watching
I
this
can't
stream.
get
That's all
this
you gotta
stuff
do
from
on
watching
the
this.
official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels, and you can see the
I see
awesome
tiger
things.
stuff.
A lot
I
of
want it.
tigers. You know, tight like a tiger, all across it. All right, folks. And now go
Which,
ahead
honestly,
and,
I don't really
if
care
you're
about.
in chat
I just
as
think it's
well,
kinda
Make
funny.
sure you're out there taking
Oh,
a look.
I'm not
There's some
allowed?
details up there on the chats for both Twitch as well as YouTube, so you can get up to date on everything. But there is so much to talk about here today, and we're not. This isn't like hyperbole. Like there's a ton
Big
of shit
show.
to dive into.
Big show. We're diving in, and I am thrilled to welcome the multiplayer team from Treyarch to the desk. We have Matt Schrantz, Brittany Perello, and Joanna Long. Guys, I get to see you all the time at the studio. I feel very fortunate for that.
The skins
But
do
we're
look
here to
pretty good,
talk.
those
We're
pre-order
here to
skins.
talk about the world to Black Ops
I want to play as
6.
Klaus.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just dive right into this. I keep saying dive. Look at that. I have something on the mind. I can't
what
seem to
that
figure out.
is?
That might be some Omni Movement. Oh boy. Now we're about to see some live Black Ops 6 gameplay in just a little bit. And as I had already alluded to, Omni Movement is going to be the talk of the town. Matt, why don't you tell us, what we should be expecting with this new movement option that's going to be coming to Black Ops 6, because it really does feel like
Mouse and
it
key
is
players.
changing the game. I'm seeing these players absolutely decimate.
Yep, yeah, it's insane. I mean, you said it. They're going to be able to dive right in. They're going to be able to slide right in. They're going to be able to sprint right in. Whatever they want to do, Omni Movement will unlock that ability.
In any direction.
In any direction. To your heart's desire. Omni. That's what that means.
We've been hearing about Omni Movement since reveal. We got to talk about it a little bit in the direct. But today is the first time we're actually seeing it live, happening all around us in action. Matt, how do you expect the streamers to be showing off Omni Movement today?
How do you expect them to? I think they'll be moving.
And I don't think they're going to have any problem. These are all very good players. I fully expect.
Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws just kind of dropped, and I was like, oh, wait, what is this? Is this new Star Wars game? I mean, I'm not the biggest. I mean, I like the movies, but I'm not the biggest Star Wars video game person.
In just a couple of days in our multiplayer.
But it was just kind of there all of a sudden.
So you pre-order Black Ops 6 or
it seemed to me anyway. I don't know.
Plans. You can get early access.
Again, you can pre-download the beta right now. Pinned at the top of the chat is a video telling you how to do it. I downloaded it before the stream today. You cannot play today. You can play Friday, just so that you're aware. You can pre-download it today. Play Friday.
But Brittany, speaking of beta, you and the team have been very busy.
Speaking of beta, hey Steve.
Maps. We got a lot of them lined up for launch. Let's take a look.
We got all the maps.
We've got maps.
Yeah.
We've got maps.
Oh my goodness! You
Wow.
got every map. That's awesome.
We've got
There's
16
Liberty Falls.
brand new maps at launch.
They're calling that Scud. It
all
looks
brand
like.
new, and we're going to be playing 8 at the beta. So that's 5 core 6v6 and 3
They look
of
like
our
Rust.
shop
Oh my
maps.
God.
Wow.
Awesome.
That is a. I mean, typically, you know, when you for the betas, you get like maybe 1 or 2 maps, a couple morsels. You guys going in?
Big offering.
Yeah,
You're going
you guys,
in. Huge.
you're going to
This
see these here today. Brittany, is there
pit,
one
this
beta
mine map
you think
is
folks are going to
tiny.
be really excited about playing?
It's tiny.
I mean, there's not just
and there's
one.
like
They're
4
all gonna
lanes.
be
They
great,
all come to a
getting
head.
hands-on look so that you can
It's like 2 from each
practice
side, and
when
they
the game
literally
comes
cross
out,
right in the
but
middle.
I'm personally really excited for players.
It's going to be
play
a nightmare.
Skyline. I've been slaying really.
That's going to be the
hard point, and you got to dive into the pool.
the shipment of
Omni
this game.
Movement, the pool, match made in heaven.
Tell you, it's giving me some.
Wasn't last year's
if I'm
beta
remembering
drop
right, some
saying
estate
that,
vibes. You know what I mean?
all right,
got some fancy buildings. You know,
I honestly
like
don't
that. I
remember.
like the way it looks. All right,
Probably.
Now, we're talking about maps here, but
It would make
I
sense.
love me some modes. Let's talk about some modes here because we got a nice mix of modes that are going to be
TP
coming
there?
for the streamers to play, for the people at home to be able to play in the beta. But Joanna, there is one mode in particular that has caught my eye when I was looking through the menu, and that was Kill Order.
Yes.
What's Kill Order?
Yes, Kill Order is our new mode for Black Ops 6. It's a combination of a Slayer and objective mode. Every team will have their own high-value
What's it called?
target, and is the key to their victory. Each team will want to protect their high-value target, aka HVT, while attacking the enemy's HVT.
HVT.
Any elimination will count towards their team's score, but you will get more score
Pre-ordered
if
for
your
120.
HVT gets a kill and you
120
eliminate
pounds?
the enemy's HVT.
So you get to be aggressive or
Oh my
defensive,
God.
Exactly.
however you want to pick your poison.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite modes so far in Black Ops 6. We've had a lot of fun play testing it. I've seen people getting pretty rowdy in the pit at the studio over this. And if you're selected as HVT, you're actually going to get some unique bonuses, right?
Correct. You will get a bit of more perks as the HVT.
This is
You
going to be
get
one of
better
those new
visual
game modes that they
protection with
hype the
armor
hell out of.
plates, and you can see
That nobody ever
enemies with
plays. Like they'll play it the
directional
first 3
indicators
days
on
and
their
then
mini-map.
that's it.
Okay, so you can be a little bit of a shot call.
Yes,
for
exactly.
Your team. Or
Remember,
not,
Cold
and be a
War?
terrible friend and not call things out.
Turtle
That new game mode that they had that was kind of like
It's a good way to know who really has your back. Let's
It's
be
kind of like
honest.
S&D, but you had to
will not call things out for me.
extract
will
like
want me to suffer.
Your ride or dies.
the MVP,
Yeah,
whatever they call the
truly,
guy on the
mostly
team.
die. Now, let's talk about, because obviously you have all the maps you
Wanna
can play
see
Kill Order on.
CC.
Is there one map in particular that stands
Drop
out to
zone or
you
something?
that-
Yeah,
that
something like
people
that.
should be looking
You
out
had to
for in
literally
the beta?
get
I mean, you
your
talked
guy
about
to the
aggressive
helicopter and
players.
then
I'm definitely
like
more
send him up the
aggressive.
rope.
Okay.
High-value
To
target.
exfil.
Your game is telling me I'm important, so I
And it was like the
gotta
big
show
game
it.
mode of,
I
you
gotta
know,
show
the
it.
big
I gotta
brand
show
new
it.
game
So
mode
I
of
really like Babylon for that
Cold
one,
War,
just
and
for
then
in the
nobody
action.
played
I'm-
Okay.
when the
as
game
the
actually came
HVT,
out.
It's easy to just go around, rack up the kills.
Or Fire
Ooh,
Team.
all right.
Remember
Some
that
aggressive,
from Cold
some say
War?
careless.
Yeah.
That's how we got all of our Outbreak maps.
For sure.
Fire Team.
We've got plenty of new
Maps.
modes as well as fan favorites returning at launch and into the live seasons. We're only talking about Kill Order here today. 'cause
Dude,
it's
I
in the
cannot
beta.
wait to start
but
playing
Joanna, what can you give
the
us a
beta
little
on
taste
Friday,
of in
man.
terms
Just
of,
to have something new to play.
modes for launch?
Yeah, of course. We took a hard look at every mode in our portfolio, whether it's your traditional core modes or new modes like Kill Order. And
Kill Order
for
is what it's
example,
called,
in
okay.
Domination, we are bringing back objective zones.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Exactly.
Okay.
Having it as zones allows players to have a bit more space for exciting engagements.
No zombies in the beta.
Yeah.
Another thing we took a look at is
And by the way, the whole
and what we
you guys
did
know for
there
the
was
last couple of years
basically
we've been
adding
getting, if you
numbers to our
pre-ordered,
objective
digitally
icons.
pre-ordered, you would
Yes,
get access to the
make it
campaign
easier
a week
for
early.
players to call them out to teammates
And people were
and
thinking
to
that
help,
it's been a
players
rumor
to
for
remember
many
and
months now
understand
that
the specific
actually this
rotations
year
of
was
zones.
one of the
Yeah.
pre-order
Yeah.
bonuses was going to be you get a zombies map a week early.
In terms of what other modes,
I think we're going to get
and
confirmation
newness
here
and
today,
maps,
but
Brittany,
pretty sure
what
that
do you
is
got for
not
us in
true.
the
It's
live
going to
seasons?
be
I mean,
early access to the
you know?
campaign again.
Talk to me.
Still cooking.
Although I would
also
love
think
it if it
we've
was
been
a
told
zombies map.
Players
but-
want maps, so
I hear that is
I
a
read
thing.
it on the internet.
we're making a
That
lot.
must mean it's true.
We've got new things cooking up, and we're also excited to revisit some fan favorites from the Black Ops universe.
Matt,
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah. I mean,
Got
that-
any-
Fan favorite, you say?
There
I don't
are
like
certain
remasters, man.
maps
Just give us
where
new
it
stuff.
just wouldn't be a Black Ops game without. That's all I'll say.
Well, stay tuned later in the show. We might get a sneak peek.
Raid, is
All
Raid
right,
coming back?
I'm compelled. All right, well, speaking of what lies ahead, let's go ahead and check out what we have coming up here at Call of Duty
well, I
next,
don't
because there's
guarantee it,
so
but I
much
bet Raid's
goodness
coming
to go
back.
around. We're about to kick off our live multiplayer gameplay any minute now, and then we're going to be jumping into zombies later on the new Liberty Falls map, and finally, we're going to round out our live gameplay with a look at Warzone on the all-new Resurgence map. Also, we'll be hearing from our
So
friends
this
over
Area
at the mobile
99 is the
team
Resurgence
towards the end of the show,
Resurgence
'cause there's a lot
Warzone
of
map. It's the
goodness
small
happening
map.
over
It's not
in
the
mobile
big,
side
like
of Call of
full-blown
Duty, so you don't want to go anywhere for
Warzone
that one.
map.
And now it is time to dive into some Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay. We'll be back at the desk in
I
just
just
a
want
little
the
bit
beta
with the
to practice
developers of
my
Treyarch
movement,
to talk
yeah.
more about classic prestige, weapons, and so much
It's
more.
like
But until then, we got
the friends
two
you haven't talked to
casters
for a
guide
while
us
that
through
you
the
used to
action.
play
We
with.
got
You know, like
Miles
it's all
and
everybody's
Bucket
going to be
standing
coming
by.
out of the
Take it
woodwork,
away.
and you're all going to be
Thank
hopping
you
on
very
together.
much,
It's going to be
Golden
like,
Boy. That
oh
is
man,
right,
you
folks.
remember
We
when
are
we
here
were
in
16
DC,
or 12
Call of
or
Duty
whatever,
next
you know, and
week.
you're doing
Gonna
this stuff
kick off
again.
this degustation, Chris, with some multiplayer.
Yes,
but
sir.
I think the most fun part of today for us is the playground we have to work with. Oh, let's get it, baby. Oh, let's
Look
get
at
it.
this incredible circle, guys. We're going to be playing in here all week long. And of course, Miles, we are going to be breaking down all of the multiplayer. We're starting here with some classic 6v6, and that's got me all kinds of excited because it's been too long since my hands have touched Black.
It has been a minute. Of course,
Oh,
Cold
no.
War was
There
the
we
last
go.
time I got
Okay.
in there. But ladies and gentlemen, we start things off with the man who was always going to break it.
That's not me, by the way, guys. That's them.
Champion and an absolute demon
The
on the
signal.
sticks, Chris.
That's right. This man just won Worlds a few months ago, already gearing up for the new game. And if anyone is going to showcase just the potential.
By the way,
Omni
the
movement,
entire
there's
HUD
no
is
better screen than this.
customizable, so like his kill feed is like way like top mid, well mid left, I should
This is
say.
what you wanted to see. The man's going to be airborne most of the time if he's not in the
But
air.
if
he's
you
on
want
his
it to
knees,
be
sort
like
of flying around.
in
It's the
bottom
man
left
deal
or
with
top
Chris.
right or
And
whatever,
the
you can
rest
do that apparently.
All right, the question is, how long before he gets fully streaked out? It's been, what, 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the UAV counter. UAV,
It's gonna be
and,
like, I don't know if you guys
looks like
watch,
Hilo is going to be his last streak.
competitive COD. I do.
It's a Black Ops.
It's going to be
You know
very
what to
curious
look
to
for
see,
when it comes to
especially
crazy weapons.
Shotzi
We've got
doing
some
this
awesome
Omni movement
streaks being
stuff, like
used here.
and
And
checking this
listen,
stuff out.
backwards,
Apparently, you can
forwards,
go into like you saw the
whatever
pool over there.
direction
Like
he's
you
going.
apparently you can go into the water
Switch it
and
up
literally
over to
dolphin
MZ,
dive
who seems
out
to be on the
of the
losing
water,
end of some fights,
not
but
into
what
the
we love
water,
about
but
MZ,
out of the
never
water
afraid to
and
bring out
shoot
the
as
sniper
you're
rifle
flying
at
through the
all
air,
ranges.
diving
Every Call
out.
of Duty I've watched MZ play has
It's
just
a little
been
bit crazy.
Snipe fest. Now, look, she's sprinting already. She's using Omni Movement to go side to side, left to right. She's getting ready for a big dive. Everyone wants to find that
She can
mega
snipe a little
moment
bit,
when
huh?
you just get to fly through the air, hit that shot, forward, backwards, doesn't matter. This is Call of Duty on absolute roids.
And this seems to be a perfect spot for her to just go to town. That is back-to-back, making it 3 straight kills. Starting to unlock those streaks, and this is just going to get even easier for her.
MZ again. Want to see some
Oh.
snips. Hit a stim. Can we dive? Come on. Get it.
Slam cam!
It counts. Flying through the air. Check this out, folks. Oh, MZ. The people are watching.
I love the reach out.
That
though.
reach
Mad
out, I don't know
respect.
about that.
We got to take our screen over to the man representing the greatest team in the history of the
All right.
sport, Tim the Tap Man.
Well, let's watch him die a whole bunch of times in a
will
row.
not be hitting any airborne snipes, but he's going to do something. Let's go, Tim. What have we got?
I can't wait to see him in Zombies, where gravity is actually going to be on his side. No spoilers yet, but this stuff gets exciting.
A true professor of the School of Flopper on your screen, folks. Tim, though, having a good good time here in DC. He's got a tough lobby. I mean, let's face it, Legion's
you know,
on his team,
a little bit
Kane
shaky,
Brown's
but
on
that's
his
all
team
right.
as well. I wonder if he's got any pros to help him out.
I love that. Kane Brown making his way back here for Black Ops 6.
Was that just an ammo kit that he just dropped?
Man's tailgate party. Awesome to see him there. And Tim
Oh.
gonna fall once again on screen, but we did see Legion with a little pop-up performance, and now it's Jay Smooth's turn here from the Nuke Squad.
I mean, I wonder if anyone's running the intelligent movement system here, where again you could do things like automatically mantle, automatically slide under, you know, obstacles. It really just allows players to feel a little bit more fluid on the map.
That's going to be something that I mean, you guys kind of know if you've been playing. You know how many different controls that we have now that you can adjust, change. Even yesterday, like I said, I played through, and for when I did it on stream, doing the story mission, I always have tap to interact on, but then when you go to interact, so you like hold to reload, but then when you go to interact with the PND or like go up to those obelisks to interact with them to like start that whole thing, it just wouldn't work. You'd have to like get off of it, get back onto it, get off of it, get back onto it, like usually like 3 or 4 times before you could actually finally get the thing to start. Sometimes it take a lot longer than that too. A lot of controls to kind of figure out, plus the thinking back to Cold War, there was a spot on Outbreak you would need it, but like everybody remembers Firebase Z at the starting room, where you could jump up onto that railing and then jump up to the teleporter after that. And a lot of people weren't able to do it, and then watching other people do it all the time, like what the hell? Because you had like the auto mantle in air, that you could turn off on or off, toggle on or off, like all kinds of little adjustments you can do with your controls. Some people really love it and get into it. Some people love having 37 different sights that you can put on your gun, or 50 different front grips that you can put on your gun. Like, to me, I'm more of a
everybody welcome in to Black Ops 6
if there's a stock, just have stock.
What's going on with Hazardous?
Like Black Ops 3, where the front grip, you have the front grip on.
Methods don't let me do it, he did.
But whatever. I mean, I think it's just like honestly too many choices and too many attachments. But like I said, that's me. Some people like it.
We've got multiple different game modes. You saw MZ was playing Domination. There is a little bit of the high-value target. You're going to score more when you're the HVT. You also get a little bit of body armor that I found went a very long way.
That's why you're highlighted red in-game, so everyone knows where you are.
Oh, in the zones, like if you're playing Domination, it's like I think Cold War was like this. Yeah, it was just a zone. It wasn't like you didn't have to be on the flag. It's just a kind of a zone again. So like it looks like this whole area is the zone.
Methods, I know your gun's really good.
Jesse, am I playing? No, I'm not playing. We're just watching.
See the RC. I need to see some explosions to start the day.
Oh, here we go. Counting over his up. He might pull it in a second.
I'm not playing until this weekend, until the beta.
He might have to come back.
So the only people that are playing are the people at the event. You can't play unless you're at the event.
So much gameplay, so much entertainment, and so poor driving skills. He still gets the kill, though. Well done, Methods.
Good job, Sid. Wow, plenty of multiplayer action taking place today, folks. All of these streams are available, so if you have a favorite stream you want to check out, get them on a side monitor. We have got tons of good news for you, folks. We have a special announcement to make today. And there's a lot of special announcements, folks.
Yes.
One of Call of Duty's most revered characters is returning for Black Ops 6 launch, Chris. I'm not gonna say it. Just watch the video.
He can't be replaced.
RCXD.
Hi, baby. I'm back.
Folks, the replacer is back, the one and only Peter Stormare. I think every single Black Ops game without fail, he is here and he's back. His car's parked outside, Chris. you're going to be able to get him in
I
game
saw
soon.
some pictures of that car yesterday.
Let's take a look at what's going on
nice.
with Kind of Funny Games. I saw him post
Remember
on
using him on
Instagram
Blackout?
this
Yeah.
morning. So
Dude, I wish they would
fired
bring
up to play the
Blackout
new
back
title.
over
How's the
Warzone.
angle? Okay, one shot
I like
killer
not
coming
having
through.
loadouts.
Let's see if he can turn into a streak. And I love the dive.
I preferred it. I mean, there was some aspects to it. I think, you know,
a little small, fast pace. You've got that
revives
sort
and
of
buybacks, I think, are a good thing, but
in there, obviously, you see the objective as the bees
other than that, I
kind
kind of like Blackout better.
Jeez, I was just getting warmed up.
We need some zombies gameplay.
250 to
So
145, not even
I mean,
close.
honestly,
Kind
it's not
of
the
funny,
most
laying
fun
down the
thing to
hammer. Let's take our
watch.
screen over to another Snipey McSnipe. In fact, we've got DK
Because, like,
Dynamite.
I mean, how much are you going to find out, right? By watching, like, okay, this is
mouse and keyboard player, I think.
that movement thing. Like, you see them, they can move side and backwards, and they're going fast, but like
absolutely flying. And this is the sort of thing you want to see.
that's one of those Mastercraft camos. So maybe you can pre-download the pre-order bonuses as well for the beta. You can. I think it looks like you're going to be able to use those camos during the beta.
Different style. I think this one's called Recon.
See, like to me, like if I saw that guy going across my screen and he's like jumping into a slide, running sideways, so he's able to aim at me perfectly, and then I'm not even going to be able to track him.
Running these incredible PCs, they're brought to you by Corsair.
I don't know, man.
Setups are absolutely.
Like I said, I think the Omni Movement thing for zombies is going to be great. I think for multiplayer, like it might be like completely just broken.
It's like, no, bro, this feels incredible.
This feels real good.
But we'll see. Oh, this is Liberty Falls, by the way.
Chris, and another CDL world champion. That was Rewind.
Oh, no,
for
it's
a brief
not.
moment. Bandura's sniping. Is he hitting anything big?
Bandura, what do you got for me?
Go to hardpoint number 3.
Blackout was just amazing. I like Blackout a lot.
That's 3 kills in a row from pros.
It's going to make multiplayer even more twitchy. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit. To me, I think it's going to be kind of like just broken, to be honest with you. I was talking to you guys. No, this is Liberty Falls, I believe.
AG Bino.
I think the front side of this is like that's the mini mall.
This is our brand new game mode, HVT, folks.
So this is like a Blockbuster store.
Rewind. It's a strip mall, a place where you were able to purchase and rent VHSs, Chris, in the center.
Yeah, this is Liberty Falls.
What is that? Some of the people in the chat have never seen one of these pieces of Square technology.
They have not. Alley Cat being one of them. Oh, it's your boy Joe Woe.
Hey, Joe. Okay, so we saw Shotzi, but here's the guy who was originally crowned the Movement King. And Joe Woe is getting up close and doing dirty things. I love the stim. You can tell this is a Warzone player ready to fry multiplayer.
Yeah, he's bringing a very fun loadout there. We'll see what Joe's got in the tank, folks, because this is a man with a very smooth left stick. Hello, that's
Line
a
him up,
sweet
Joe! Line him up!
gosh. On the dive, Joseph Wosif. They call him the Movement King for a reason, folks. He's cooking.
Oh, he's going for the 5 clips for days here from Team Joe. Iceman, Isaac, Huskers, and Symphony also on this squad. This may be the most stacked we have seen of any of the lobbies.
Yeah, let's be real. That's a heavy hitting
I'm just
lobby.
checking Twitter
and
for
Joe, he's dancing with the best of them. Tons of fun here
Any
in
kind of
Battle once
info,
again.
but
I mean,
I mean, I
look
think we're-
at this, man. We're all over the place. Here's Aiden, another superb player, and okay.
There's nothing really over there.
We're out, baby. We got to roll. I hear we've got Lottie on the floor with an update. Lottie, take it away.
What's going on?
Not for that guy, I guess. That's supposed to turn you into an enemy. Like, it's supposed to make him...
Lottie.
House, where in addition to our 215 creators, we also have a few celebrity guests trying out Black Ops 6 multiplayer for the first time. And I just happened to have found an RG3. Hello, mate. How are you enjoying the game?
Oh, I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot. 4 years? 4 years been waiting for this bad boy.
It's been a long time, and it's good to be back on Black Ops for sure. Now, how much time?
He's like, I just want to play. Don't even talk to me.
I mean, I'm putting a lot of time because I don't know if you heard, but I'm recently unemployed, so got a little more time on my hands, so I'm enjoying this game to the fullest.
You certainly do, but look, all right, I don't know who let you go, but I'm glad they did for me because I need to recruit you today. I have 215 creators in this place. It is stunning, but there's only one of me. I need some help, and I was wondering, do you want to come and help me talk to some of these guys today?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do it.
Absolutely amazing. I didn't expect him to say yes, but here we go. We're going to get RG3 mic'd up, but until then, let's check out more Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Actually, Robert, do you want to take this throw?
Oh, I would love to. Back to you, gents.
What a pro.
Robert Griffin III in the building. Excited to hear much more from him and the team.
It's just even bigger than it looks. I think there's going to be kind of a theme, Mark, to be honest with you. Like,
right back in the game, the Korean Savage.
I mean, they're like,
it seems like a lot
that
of people
map.
are
It's called the
just
pit, I guess,
gravitating
but
early
it's in
to
the
this
mines.
MX4.
Like that's a
We
tiny
also see
map.
the
I've seen
C9
it
in
from the
back
leaked
pocket.
gameplay
He likes
footage
to use this one when
from
you're
before.
inside, but unfortunately,
That's tiny, but like I thought this map was going to be a lot smaller as well, and it seems like it's pretty big. Like that's
a lot of them incredibly.
a lot of open space there. Like you know, some sniper's going to like try to come around that corner and just spawn check you as you're trying to respawn. I'm really super curious to see, like, are they going to do squad spawns again like we've been doing, or are they going to do like old school? I don't know anybody that likes these new squad spawns.
3 lanes. I know lanes. 3 lanes. That's one of them. This is the
I mean, I definitely don't prefer it.
Stores. There's a strip mall going on here, and on the outside, there's lots of fun. Again, Swish'em now.
You know something? Well, I don't actually even mind that map.
It's a little bit difficult to sort of get a hold of.
It's just that when they make, I mean, MW3 to me, there's so many tiny maps, and everything was just to kind of upgrade your weapons and have, whatever new weapon for every new season, just get in there, hit one of those small maps, whether it's Das House or that. I don't even know what that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't even know the house, what that map is called, or Shipment or whatever, just to get their upgrades ready to go over to Warzone, and now they have all the attachments available for that gun again. Like,
here in the second Oculus.
I just don't want a ton of them. Like, it's fine to have a small map or two, but like it's fine to have a huge map or two, where it's mostly for the snipers or whatever. But I don't want most of my game to be that.
Fragging out, and I think the guy on the left might be the key player to do it. He's a world champion, one of the GOATs. TP, one of the greatest Warzone entertainers is alive, and he's not the only one. We got the full-blown masking force.
We really do. Again, creators.
Who is that dude?
From all the corners of the world here, folks, brought to DC to sample Black Ops 6 and see how things feel. And so far, it feels pretty good. That is the general consensus. And if you're watching these streams as well, then again, we are dropping some serious pieces of intel here on the main stream. But all of these creators going all day, playing games, we're playing zombies, we're playing Warzone, Chris.
Yes, sir. We got Swish'em on the left, on your right. We're going to stay on board here with Benny Central.
So
now,
we're at about a half hour
in on this map. I just found myself gravitating to the high ground. What do you think is going to be the evolution of this?
And
game?
They're going to give most of their time to
I mean, we're seeing
multiplayer, but I'm curious as to how long
we're going to be hammering home the Omni Movement, folks.
This is going to go before we start getting some zombie stuff.
But again, being able to sprint in any direction.
And that is one of the Mastercraft pre-order bonuses that Britt, you're looking at there, that camo.
Together some sort of like movement montages over the next year, Chris.
And I think what you're going to love as soon as you get your hands on the game, assuming you've already pre-ordered or have Game Pass, that every gun in your hands right out of the gates is so comfortable. It feels so natural. And I instantly feel like I'm ready to drop a 2.0 KD.
2.0 KD. Well, folks, plenty more Black Ops 6 action here. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break. You can still watch the stream. You can check out all the other folks in here as well. Don't go too far. More news after the break.
Watch Tim the Time, man.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
By the way, have any of you guys pre-downloaded the beta already? I mean, I did it before the stream even started today. But tell me if you've got it pre-downloaded. I'm just curious. I've got to get in there and pre-download all those bundles as well, because I didn't think that it would be available during the beta, but it seems like it will be.
Get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty.
Oh, I was like, what?
Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the
Just got finished downloading? Nice.
Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step
Not yet,
into the
we'll do it
game
tonight.
and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back to the desk. We're now joined by Yale Miller from Treyarch. Of course, we're welcoming back Matt, Brittany, and Joanna. And Yale, obviously Treyarch's been cooking for a while. You guys have had a little bit to work on Black Ops 6. So what was the studio's vision for creating this game?
I think from the start, we really looked at what makes a great Call of Duty game, what makes a great
By the way,
Black
can I
Ops
say
game,
too? Well,
and we focused
I don't want to talk
our
over this guy too much.
energy on pushing on all those things like movement and all those things that everyone knows and loves about Black Ops games, and frankly we love about Black Ops games, and then just continually asking ourselves like, how can it be better? How can it be better? Looking at classic features, other things. So you're going to see a lot of that, and obviously a ton of innovations across MP, zombies that just lean into Black Ops.
Yeah, and I love hearing how you guys two were inspired by Black Ops of old, but also looking forward and how all those things work together.
Yep, people have built this into an amazing franchise, and we can't ignore some of the awesome things that we've done in the past, but we know we have to push everything further. So it's just like, how can every little thing be a little bit better every day?
And Black Ops 6 is definitely that, but let's talk a little bit about map design. Brittany, what are some of the core philosophies that you guys,
So
have
my
approached
notifications
your
are
map portfolio with
exploding
for
from
Black Ops 6
Treyarch
multiplayer?
tweeting
Yeah,
out.
I mean, the classic 3-lane design is in there.
I like that, by the way.
Globe trotting, getting a lot of unique locations.
You're either
and
like at heart
really
either a
focus
Black
on
Ops fan
small
or
to
a
medium-sized
Modern Warfare
maps
fan.
for
Like
that
the
tight
different
gameplay
designs
and
and how they
offer
approach
meaningful
multiplayer is just very different. Not that you can't like
Thanks.
both.
We got a little commotion here.
But for me,
in
it's-
in the studio. But
it's definitely
moving
Black
on,
Ops.
So let's talk more about.
they all got
maps.
shut
We're
down?
gonna take a look at our launch maps here.
Did they lose power?
Closer look at some of the goodness coming soon. Here we go. We got Subsonic kicking us off.
Love
Brittany,
that one.
take us through.
So this one, that was the Persian Gulf, and then this one's our red card map in a soccer stadium in Avalon, our Mediterranean-inspired region. Vault's also in the Persian Gulf. This one, this one's a really fun one.
Yeah,
I
but
think
so
you guys have
they
seen
have
in
the extra
trailer.
time. You know, it's been 4 years since Treyarch put out a game, right?
Very, very clean.
Leading up to this, with Cold War,
And we're coming up on beta maps here, so
and it'll be 4 years. And I was just thinking, like, you know, we're getting six Vorkuta.
maps.
We're getting 6 zombies maps this year, and I was talking about before about like how we're not getting Outbreak, and I was surprised by that.
Our 5, 4, 6 v6.
And I'm also been so far anyway, like very pleasantly
Brittany, let's
surprised
talk a
about
little bit more
the size of
about
these
strike
zombies maps and like the
yeah,
scope and
you're gonna see
scale.
them in a
Like
little bit, of
they've
course,
said,
but-
like the most side Easter eggs, or at least tied with like the most side Easter eggs ever. At least for Terminus, and I think for Liberty Falls, they've set themselves up for that as well. So rather than like doing a whole bunch of stuff, I'm fine with them like.
Controlled chaos.
And it's something I've talked about here. Like I think at release, like they try to release too many things. I think they should have scaled it back and then, like every month, release a new thing.
I like to just turn
Rather than like here's so many things that you'll never try, and
I
then
think that's how I approach
it
every
overloads the
match.
system. It's like one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
Pit,
we're
that's
calling
the
that
tiny
strat,
map.
then let's go.
Stakeout is also a
But,
small
you know,
map.
we
This is
also
like
have
in an
intelligent
apartment,
movement
like
in Black
a
Ops
couple
6.
of
Now, this is
apartments.
sort
I
of
think
all
like
part
a floor of
the
an
bigger
apartment.
movement changes we've
It looks.
made with
I've seen some
Omni
gameplay
Movement.
from
Can you
that. It
talk
looks
to us a
like
little
that's
bit
gonna be
about
nuts as well.
what intelligent, you know, how intelligent movement works for players and what it
But
can do for them.
I definitely prefer them to focus more tightly in on, like not doing too much and just make it the best that they possibly could, rather than like here's a whole bunch of stuff for zombies. So that we're not getting Outbreak, to me, it's surprising, but I'm totally okay with it. I think what is going to happen is COD 2025
please check it out.
is going to be
further
the continuation of
for how
Modern
you wanna
Warfare
traverse
3
the world,
zombies.
which is super awesome.
I think we're
And,
going to get
like I
purely
said,
in
Omni
Outbreak
Movement,
mode
we've been talking about it all
next
day.
year.
We're seeing it all day around
what,
us. You're gonna feel
as
it
of
for
now, I
yourself
think
in
we're
the
still
beta
getting
this
it's
week,
like the Black
hopefully.
Ops 2
But it's designed
remaster
for
slash
players
remake
of
slash
all skill
reimagining
levels.
whatever.
And, you know, if you're a little unsure,
done by
the Treyarch
Sledgehammer,
team's
as
got
far
you
as I'm aware.
covered.
Yeah, it's from the beginning. We wanted to make sure everyone had those like awesome Black Ops moments, kind of that action hero, and some of this just allows it to be a little bit easier for different players, and also just really good players, and find their sweet spot of like I don't want to click to sprint, stuff like that. That's super helpful.
And if you still need help, we've got a training course in the beta on a new map, Protocol, which you'll get a sneak peek at. That's a launch map, but go check out the training course if you need to get your feet a little bit more wet.
Yeah, so check out the Omni Movement training course in beta.
Yep.
Sneak peek at the map of Protocol. And speaking of beta, you can tune into the Call of Duty podcast this week and get some neat tips and tricks. But let's
Link
take a
at the
look
top
at
of
the
the
beta
chat. How to
schedule
download
here,
the beta
kicking
right
off
now.
August 30th. And if you
Can't
want
play it
in
right
on
now.
that Omni
You
Movement
can
training
download it
course,
right
you'll
now.
of course need access to the beta. So pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta starting very soon. And don't forget to preload.
2 days.
Yeah, you
2
can
days.
preload now. So what are you doing
happening.
watching us? Go make sure you're preloading
I'm
while you're
preloaded.
tuning into the show.
I'm preloaded.
And you can also earn, you know, neat rewards.
I'm
Your
preloaded.
XP
Yep.
will count towards.
Absolutely. We wanted to make sure anyone that's playing the beta, they feel like they're still progressing
Yeah.
in MW3 and those things. So it's just a huge
Come
huge
play.
level up.
Come have fun.
play.
Progress.
Come play. Let's do it. All right, we've had a sneak peek at some of our operators out there in gameplay, and people seem to particularly be digging Klaus. But
I was just gonna say
can you talk
Klaus.
to us a little bit more about you know, building out
Looks
these
sweatier than ever.
characters and,
Yeah, man.
you know,
Yeah.
the factions a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really starts with the story.
It
of Black
really,
Ops
really,
6 and
really
the
does.
single-player campaign. So
Again,
on
I
one
think
side,
the
we've
movement's
got
going to be
your rogue
great
Black
for
Ops
zombies. I
agents.
think for
You're hunted
multiplayer,
on the
and
run.
like
You don't have
I don't know about
1%
Warzone,
backing
but
you. And
for
then on the
multiplayer,
other
I
side,
think it's
you've
going to
got
be.
Crimson One. They do
It's
have
gonna be
the military
headache-inducing.
machine backing them, and they're trying to chase down those rogue Black Ops agents.
And it's been a huge push for us just on fidelity of all those. Like you see with the maps, they're the best looking maps we've ever done, but that didn't stop with maps characters as well. So how can we make sure that these are truly Black Ops characters, but just the fidelity that we're pushing on the view model, everything in third person, all the animation stuff. Shout out to all the graphics engineers back at home, but like huge push there.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So make sure you're watching the streams. We're going to get a look at some more operators in action today. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some of these badass Black Ops agents from the Vault Edition.
Ooh, who's
These
that?
in particular, that's Adler.
Yeah,
This is actually an Adler skin, which is pretty dope.
And Park. And we get Klaus, and we get the
You have
Warden.
you do have a
Joanna,
yes.
you've got a favorite, don't you?
Yeah,
you
this is
sure
my
do.
favorite. This is Brutus from our fan favorite map, Mop of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know we got to work some zombies in there, right?
Exactly.
You
So
know,
much zombies.
It's Treyarch. It's a Black Ops game.
Who are the
Leader
Park
zombies.
stands
There's
from
Klaus.
Cold War?
Like
I'm
I said,
definitely
Klaus,
playing
I
as
think,
Klaus
has been
this
a favorite
weekend, by the
in X
way.
So far, we've heard a lot of
Ooh.
Oh, what the hell?
Klaus hype in chat. But that's it for us at the desk. Treyarch team, thank you for joining us. We're going back to gameplay. Camo,
Oh, I thought we were going to
classic
zombies.
prestige, leveling your loadout are coming up next at the desk. For now, let's
Awesome
check in
stuff.
with the casters on gameplay.
Thank you very much, Steph. If you're just joining us now, folks, Treyarch developers have already walked us through some of the exciting new updates and content coming to Black Ops 6. But there is a lot, folks, so stay tuned. More of that at the desk. But for now, we just sort of been salivating in the back end. Folks,
I didn't know Nameless was
we're
so
joined by
short.
Alley Cat and we're joined by Nameless.
Yes.
Target and I have been having a little bit too much fun. We're not going to make
Maybe
you
those
guys
two
run.
dudes are really tall. I don't
Do you
know.
want to?
I'm down.
I don't want to.
All right, let's go.
We're
Already gone rogue.
We're running in circle.
So
Oh,
Black Ops
What is the
Six-
deal with this? Like, why are they?
We've ever had.
We're Omni Movementing around the stage here. This bit's
I'd
not
break
going to
those
get
ankles.
old, folks.
Maybe.
But real quick, yeah, how you feeling about the game?
I mean, it's incredible. You know, I've been geeking backstage, talking to all the devs, and about the attention to detail and everything in this game has been unbelievable. And as we're going to jump into some gameplay, we're going to see it put on display here. The Omni movement, for me, the best thing ever.
Allie, what is the first weapon? What is the first class we're going to be
3
building
bullets
when you
to
touch
kill.
the beta in 2 days?
Did you see
When I touch
that?
it, I got to touch it yesterday, and I loaded in an XM4, but I also heard the Krieg is as well back into the game. So
Oh, the
honestly,
Krieg is
there's
back?
a lot of options when you load into this beta.
So ARs on top of
So
ARs.
this is like
ARs
Cold
on
War
top,
guns
you know
all
what I'm
over
saying?
again.
People-
So for me, I'm the biggest fan.
XM,
The first thing I did, I
Krieg?
jumped on. I went through every setting imaginable. I'm like, okay, I can change my HUD.
Oh, what
There's
the-
movement settings for assistance for, you know, the old people like Chris. If you need to be able to mantle and do things like that. So it's just a lot of customization, which one I love, but then also going through the maps. Dude, we got some good.
Do you
maps.
guys like having all these
I can't wait
options,
to
like
see
the
the snipes as well.
in your
Blake
settings
has
to
one
be
in
able
his
to
hands
mess
right
with
now
things,
from Team
or
Summertime.
is it too
He
much
and
for you?
Angel
For
been
me,
vibing
it's
on
too
the
much.
new game. It's been nothing but
I wish
smiles
things
for all
were
the creators
a
here
little
on
bit
stage.
simpler, but because like,
This is Scud.
and I was talking about this before. You know, the thing with the zombies, they keep wanting to make it so you'd never have to watch a guide. You can just kind of hop on and you'll be able to figure your way through it. It really probably won't be much of a problem at all. But then for multiplayer, with the amount of attachments and everything they have, and all the various settings for movement and how you interact with
really
things,
quick, especially around corners, and
you
on this
have
map,
to
that's
watch
what
a
I was
guide.
testing. It's a good one to
And then
try
for
out
like,
Omni
you know,
Movement.
get
As
the
we're
quote-unquote
going
meta
through all this,
loadout
staircase,
for
you see it in front of
multiplayer
you.
or
Make
Warzone,
some sick plays.
you're gonna watch somebody on
Love to truly
YouTube to
touch
be
on
like,
how
okay,
beautiful
what's
this
the
map is. This
loadout
has been
now?
my favorite one I've seen thus far. This is Skyline. It is absolutely
Man, I'll probably play it
stunning. It is
once and never
vibrant.
again.
It
Really?
on the rooftop. It's got
Oh,
a
play
sunset
with
in
it
the
once, the
background
settings?
while you were testing out your Omni movement, flying off of roots and taking down your enemies.
And it's definitely a very.
It's going to be the kind of thing where I honestly, like,
yeah.
at the beginning of every year since
I want to go swimming in that thing.
probably
shout out, as you can see on the left,
at least
this
Vanguard.
room is
So
packed
for the
with
last 3 games, at
250
least.
of the greatest Call of Duty creators, all in one venue.
I find some kind of somebody on YouTube to like go through the settings and be like, you need to change this and that, whatever. Like set this to this. And you ever wonder why streamers get no recoil, no visual recoil? It's because they have this setting like that. And like, oh my god! Then you change it and go. I mean, literally, your FOV
Scud, Babylon
reduces your visual recoil on whatever weapon you're using massively,
Again,
which is
coming in a few days' time. You get to sample everything you see here at Next is going to be available to play.
It's just
but again, when the full game drops on October 25th.
Nameless, can I ask you about the SMG
like part of the
class? I
skill
know
gap
that's
in
what
Call
you're
of Duty
running.
these
You're
days
always
is
up
knowing
front
your
of people's
settings.
faces.
It
Was
has
the
nothing to do with
Jackal out of the
gameplay. It's
gates
knowing
when
your
you were running
settings.
the BDW, what was feeling good?
Like you said, a Jackal. And then on top of that, I just try to make my class as aggressive as possible, right? Like trying to get up close and personal, trying to make plays, and with
Trying to
that
get
Omni
up
movement,
close
as
and
we keep
personal.
mentioning, you can do some disgusting
I wanna
things
get
in this
close and
game.
There's some attachments that specifically address like jump to fire time,
Yeah.
sprint to fire, ADS while jumping, ADS while flying. Like
And
these
then
things are huge.
You throw on gung ho with that, and you're just an absolute unit running around the map.
No recoil, maximum snappage. It's a lot of fun. Onroy with Hutch here. Again,
Lining
doing the
them up.
best he can, man. You see in the HVT that huge icon on screen kill. Go get him. Everyone knows exactly where he is. He has armor, and if you do get the kill, you get a lot of points.
Yeah, the big question mark on it if you do get the kill. I've not seen many good drivers so far in this building when it comes to those score streaks, but that's unfortunately going to be a loss. We're going to move over onto FIFA Kill. This is one of our Warzone players, and I know he is playing
63 and
Unloaded against
13.
Shotzi right now because he has been looking to break that movement.
So there you go, folks. Tons to do here at Next. We've got all of our creators playing alongside. And yesterday, those
Did you hear the
streamers had the
helicopter?
privilege to tour the
The streak?
National Spy Museum here in DC. So much going on. And what they found inside was not what they were
Heard that
expecting.
zzz,
Take a look.
zzz.
Getting married in DC is pretty epic. Kind of game I grew up with my brother playing. It's how I met all of my friends. It's how I met Chloe. I'm ready.
Brad and I met in a Call of Duty lobby on Crash. I didn't believe in soulmates until I met him.
Chloe, I have adored you since the first lobby we met. It was truly love at first sight. Our love is stronger than any meta, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to always cherish, protect you, and let you defuse the bomb.
You instantly made me laugh harder than I ever have.
Okay.
I vow to always stay by your side even when you steal my kill.
You may now kiss the bride. We got married like Call of Duty.
Couple just got married at COD Next.
A match made in COD heaven.
And we're here now with the Call of Duty DJ and Chloe Jagger, who you guys just saw got married yesterday. What an incredible ceremony. You're all about adding vibes to this whole thing.
Exactly,
so,
Eric.
You get married yesterday in a Call of Duty themed wedding. Now you're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What would you say is the happiest moment of your life?
Easily getting married.
Good
Great
answer.
job. Amazing. You're getting brownie points for that one.
Big time brownie points. Now, as somebody who just got married literally a few days ago, to a gamer as well, I know how special it is not only to be married, find your soulmate, but to also involve gaming into this. So how special and important is it for you guys to be here at the Call of Duty Black Ops 6, beta and testing, but also to find love in COD?
Okay, this is a good time for me to
I
go
mean, it means
refill my iced
everything
coffee.
to us. Call of Duty is such a big part of our lives, and yeah, this is a dream.
It's always been a huge part of our lives, and just to know that's where it all started and to be here now, it's literally a dream come true. It's amazing.
Oh, that is awesome. Such a beautiful story between the two of you. But I got to ask, what's the honeymoon plans? Is this the honeymoon?
Ooh,
For now.
Definitely go home and play the beta as much as we can, and then we'll worry about the honeymoon after that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a true gamer to me.
It certainly does indeed. Well, you guys, absolutely stunning. Such a special day. Enjoy today as well with the honeymoon vibes happening here at Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much. That's going to do it from us over here. Back over to our casters.
Oh,
that's so cute.
About the honeymoon later, there's a beta to play first. I love that answer.
Real.
Call of Duty lobbies
How much time?
All together.
Well, if they're
That
happy,
is
yeah,
insane.
exactly,
What a wonderful
exactly.
thing happening at COD.
I don't mean
Back
to,
the gameplay.
you know,
It's Modern Warzone.
if they're into it,
Doug's
they're
adding
into it.
in the
It's
hard
great.
point.
It works out for them. I'm
Yeah,
very
it's so
happy
special
for
to see them,
that
you
couple.
know, get married. That is
Congratulations.
absolutely awesome. We're watching
I
some
hope it
Black Ops 6,
many,
and it
many
feels
years
crazy
of
to say that.
happiness.
Wow, man, Kane on the stage. I love to see this. Putting down his microphone, putting away the
How
guitar. He
much
needs
time
some
do you
game
guys
time
think
in.
you're actually going to put into like this first beta weekend starting Friday? By the way, first of all,
let's see what Kane's got.
do you think they're going to sneaky go live tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's a duo right there.
That's a duo.
You can pre-download right now.
Isaac was,
Do you think they're sneaky going to go live tomorrow, a little bit early? I kind of don't, to be honest with you, because this first weekend is like 5 days. So it's not even the weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Monday, and then ends Tuesday morning at like 10 a.m. And then it's back like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We absolutely are close enough.
So I don't know. They might go. They might actually go. Maybe next weekend they'll go like they'll add in Thursday or something like
When
that.
you want to be that aggressive AR, it's just one of those guns that you just pull
I
out,
have a
be
feeling I'm going to
aggressive. I
play
love the XM4. Similar
the
feel,
hell out
like
of
you
this.
said,
Oh, he's spinning again. Love
Eric,
to
were
see
you
it.
you
What a
played with me
stage.
on
We're
stream, didn't you?
locked
During
in here, though.
Cold War?
Face
Has it
scope
been that
on your
long?
Screen, and this is what I need. Show me the snipes. Show me the quick scopes because I was doing it yesterday. It feels so good.
Yeah, you know.
Because I
I'm
was
not
streaming the
biggest
beta
fan
back then.
because I'm just not very good with it. So, but when I pull it out, it does feel extremely satisfying. And as you can see right here, Scope. He's the man you
By
want
the way,
to watch make plays, and you know the phase guys when they get.
I've been kind of going back through some old Treyarch videos
wait to
on
see
the
the final
beta.
kill cams, Alex.
Maybe in
I'm so
Vanguard.
excited.
Maybe,
And
maybe.
that dive across the stream, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the
What the hell is
timeline
that
when
just
this
gonna say?
game drops. And
Oh, I've been going
Omni
through some
Movement
old
is just so fun. Regardless
Treyarch
of your play
videos,
style,
like all their
regardless if
zombie
you're a
stuff from
sniper
like
main,
basically since
regardless if
Black
you're a
Ops
Warzone
4.
player, it is beneficial to
So it's,
literally everybody.
I mean,
You got
honestly,
your left or
technically
right when you
through
die?
like Vanguard
When I
because they had
die,
the
I'm
initial,
definitely left
you know,
person.
Always left.
Which is
they
funny
got
because I
involved
write
with
with my
that
right hand.
abomination
It's crazy. Nobody
of a
considered
game.
this, but you know, people who IRL strafe in game. I mean, the dive is adding an extra layer of danger. Of danger. I'm flying out of my
I'm
office
getting
chair.
turned on. I mean, you guys are screwed.
When you guys were all playing yesterday, did you
Sorry, I
manage to get
totally
a
lost my
milestone?
train of thought. I'm
Because
trying to
it
like
is
watch this
the
and I'm
best
thinking of
feeling
something
in
else.
the world in this game.
I don't
It
even know
looks
what
so
the hell
good,
I was
so
going to say
crisp.
about it.
It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see one of our players get it and wreak havoc on the map.
I love that you had to say that. Just
This, I think, is a
everybody knew
fairly
that you
small
went on a
map.
streak
Yeah,
versus
just a
us
slight
yesterday.
flex.
And it's
Just
very
slight
narrow,
flex.
this one.
Like 6.5
Well,
kills.
not this one, but the
Time.
other one.
If we're going to see one, it's going to be
This
shots.
kind of
So
reminds, speaking of Vanguard, this kind of reminds me of,
Shotzi already having a good time with that
I mean,
snipe.
yeah, a little bit, not really. I don't even know what that map was called. But
T-Dog Smitty. Boston who?
Get him on the roster. That's it.
That's a big no. But this is again a superb opportunity. Let's see some snipes. That's a big old dive off the mantle.
Anyway, I
as
have
well.
a feeling I'm going to be
Shotzi has
spending
already
a
found
ton
way
of
to
time
interrupt
this
with
weekend playing the
animations.
hell out
Are
of
the
this.
devs listening?
I mean,
Are they watching
the
this?
beta's
He's already
honestly
doing
at
it
some
again.
point
Keep your eyes on this man, please.
you kind of like hit max
see
level,
some of the
which is
badges
usually
up
like
top,
level
just so
25 or
crispy when you
35 or
get
something like that.
It looks so
in
clean.
the first day
and
or
added
two.
dopamine as you're playing the 06.
And then you kind of just feel like, I don't know, you kind of feel like you're stuck. You have everything unlocked that they have, you know, for the beta.
On these medals as they happen. Obviously, T-Dog's
And then you got, you know, you got a whole nother weekend coming up too.
The admins are telling him to
He's
chill out.
convincing.
We're
He's like,
watching
did you see
Shotzi.
that kill versus Ant?
Put
Give
the
me on
guns
the
away,
roster.
bro. Put the guns away.
But I think I'm going to play
I
a
know
lot of
Sunday
this,
he's
man. I think I'm going to play
finding
like a
pieces all over the place.
lot of this.
I love
Listen
it.
to that.
Doesn't even adjust the camera when he gets in. He's like, nah, just give me the controller. I'm good. Let's lock in.
One of my favorite things right now is seeing all the different guns and attachments right
Some
now
of
that
it,
everybody's
there's like-
running, 'cause there's no true meta currently, and I feel like some players have truly got this figured out.
Well, folks, we've got all sorts happening
no
here, but let's
meta
tickle
already?
our ears
What?
with a listening presented
9
by
minutes left for
Corsair.
Liberty. Is it?
I'll take your ears.
Is that how they're doing it?
Sure.
The first hours to multiplayer?
Yo, 58, goddamn! Run it.
Oh, so they're doing best. Wow. They're doing best play, not final kill,
Oh my god.
and they have the winner's circle thing at the end. Okay.
Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up 2 with 1 bullet.
This guy's name is
Collapse our thing
Lunchtime.
we found
That's
out.
pretty good,
off the
actually. I
rip,
like
we're
that.
just getting some crazy camos and variants.
This is Liberty
I'm
Falls,
loving
part
what
of
I'm
it.
seeing. What's
Now,
up?
this is the
What
multiplayer map
Something
version,
with
but
straight up
Is it an
zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
I think this is going to be
matches as well. It is beautifully horrifying.
We haven't
part
seen
of the
anyone, like,
zombies map
focus
as
on
well.
her
And
knifing until just
one
now.
thing I think you'll
Lunchtime
notice is
got
like
the
a
business
lot of open
delivered.
areas like,
Dedicated
to
melee.
train.
Yeah.
Although
Oh,
we
yes,
don't really
the
need to
dedicated
train. I
melee
mean, you don't
spot
need
now.
to
So
train
we have a
in
pistol
Cold War. I
and a
don't
knife,
think we're
which
gonna have to
is
do much of that
amazing,
in
as you just feel a little more
in BO6
swag
either,
running
but
on the map with a knife in your hand. So
I think
something
best
a lot
place
of
is
our
better than
players will
Final
very much
Kill.
enjoy, and I
Yeah,
know
I'm okay
the
with it.
competitive players as well.
Actually, really like the
Lunchtime,
winter screen.
it's
I
ranked
like that
this
too.
year.
I mean, I don't have a problem with either of those things. The only thing that was bad with when it was first introduced, the whole MVP of the game or best play of the game is
it is all happening. 215 creators.
people like they don't play objectives. They're
And I
just
was
trying to get
thinking about
the
this.
clip,
They each
so they
have
don't
a-
like
a
you
gaming
know
PC, right?
you don't have to
Then they
win to get the best play of the game.
streaming
You can be on the
So we're
losing
at
team
over
and get it.
500 PCs in this museum.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not sweating. You might be, but it
And
feels
I know a lot of
great
people didn't like it back in the day.
considering all
We're talking
of
like
the
World War II
power
when they
going
first
on in this
introduced it.
room. I mean,
think.
you're talking about ring
Something like
lights
that,
galore,
right?
cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup. I've yet to see how loud it gets in here, though.
Yeah,
I'm
where
letting
did they
see some
get all
people
that
on their feet.
equipment from,
trash
man?
talk. Let's get
That's a
spicy.
lot.
Oh, it has to get spicy, folks. It's a Call of Duty game. You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim
The amount of money that they spent on doing this event, plus the
straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like,
plus all the
they're trying to
advertising and
find
stuff,
an
like-
easier lobby. I understand it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Goal streaks. Oh,
Slay.
before we've got a break coming. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to use it?
Yeah, I wanna
She's
see
got to
the
call
streaks.
him in, right?
Hellstorm.
Is she around us?
I'm telling you, it is a
Where's she at?
beaut.
You can't,
Salties, it's time.
you can't loop them in this game. Just call them in.
Hit the buttons.
She's just slaying.
I think it looks.
Somebody's got to tell her.
What part of the room she's in? I'll go and hit the key. I'm not against it.
It looks
Off the respawn is
very Cold War.
Come on.
Hit
To
that
me.
D-pad. Oh, no, she's mouse and key.
Bad news bears, fam. I don't think
I don't
she's
think
going to
she's gonna
find
call
it.
them
We
in.
just got a word from the admin. She's been ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
Well, somebody go tell her.
There is something about
Call in the chopper gunner, guys.
And
Darn
she's
it.
moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh, so the
damage.
clusters auto home on
They'll
4
get it down.
targets around the
Didn't know.
place. Okay, folks, we're going to compose ourselves. We're going to take a moment. The gameplay's still rocking and rolling, though, here in DC. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Black Ops 6.
Play like a pro on a big screen
Bundles.
TV
I mean,
up
that's
to
what
98
that's what
inches from
Call of Duty's
TCL,
all
the
about these
official
days,
TV
right? Sell
of
those
Call of
bundles.
Duty.
I've bought exactly
Share the
one
wins.
bundle ever.
Elgato,
That was
the
the Samantha
official
Max's
streaming
bundle
partner
from
of
Cold
Call of
War.
Duty.
And I had even somebody
AMD,
just the other day in
official
my
CPU and
comments
GPU partner of
on
Call
a
of Duty
YouTube video,
Next.
like, "Hey, how do you play as Samantha?" I wanted to get that.
Herman
Like,
Miller
dude, it was a
Gaming is
bundle. I don't
happy
even
to
know
be the
if
chair
you
provider
can still
for
buy
Call
it.
of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com.
Yeah, just think of all the equipment that's there, man. Like all those screens, all those PCs,
official
all those
motorcycle
lights,
partner of Black
all
Ops
those
6.
chairs, like all that. Like I don't know what building they're
Customize your
playing in, but
typing. Drop the official keycap
I mean,
partner of
at the
Call
same
of Duty.
time, every Call of Duty game, literally every year, makes billions of dollars. So I guess we shouldn't be so surprised, but. Thief's Paradise. Yeah, sure.
Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Joining us now, we've got more from the Treyarch
It looks
team.
cool.
More amazing humans to talk about Black Ops 6. We
Those
got
arches
Pablo
in the
Ortiz,
back.
Matt Schrontz, and Lawrence Metten to dive into everything yet again.
Those
I used
PCs,
it
yeah,
again.
everybody's got a dual
You know
PC
what?
there.
It fits with Omni.
Every setup that you
What do
see
wanna do? I was
is
seeing a lot
is
of
two
people do diving
PCs.
over there. That was wild. Because the amount of craziness that we were seeing
See
from
where
our
my
players
bundle
was
money went?
absolutely
Exactly.
incredible. This game is, I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Pocket, we've already got a meta conversation going,
Yeah.
so we have no one better to talk about that than Pablo.
Which
We know
honestly,
the
I
players
think that's
can't
part of the
wait to
problem.
get
We're already
their
talking
hands
about
on the
meta.
Black Ops
The
6
game has
weapons
been
in the
not
beta.
even
We've
live.
seen
It's just
them in
been
action.
these
I've
people
heard
have
a
been playing it
little
for
love
1
the,
hour,
the Tonto,
and we're already
the
talking about
Four,
meta
the
stuff.
Jackal.
That's what I
We're
mean,
gonna
like
get
with
into that a
the
little bit,
setups,
but what
all
was
the
your
different different attachments, which gun, like, it's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid with all the movement that we have going on as well. But still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? They look
Well,
fantastic.
we did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot of variety too. That was a big goal for us, making sure that every weapon has its own distinct identity. You know, audio, visuals, the mechanics, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of classics returning, like the XM4, better than ever before.
You want to see
but it's
master
Black
cameras?
Ops,
Well,
so
the
players are getting their hands
like
on
this
a
is
lot
guys
of
got
experimental.
This is a
prototype
bundle.
weapons as well, and
This
those
is a
start getting
pre-order.
little more out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of prototypes,
Mastercraft.
we have some weapons.
We saw
coming
one of the
at launch
SMGs
of Black Ops
earlier.
6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's
I don't
really
know.
awesome, and really
Okay.
just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which is pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we've never been to the 90s
Yeah.
before in COD.
Guys, we're very We're very well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, personal experience.
Don't date us out.
Hey, I'm on this conversation too, okay?
So
Hey,
yeah,
I'm having
launch,
conversation
you know,
too, eh?
12 of our weapons players will be seeing for the very first time ever in Call of Duty,
Oh.
which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of
Honestly,
those
for me, the
as
meta
well.
is sometimes a barrier to come back and play. For example, I haven't played Season 5 at all.
I know
and have to
people.
unlock
I've seen
new
a lot
guns,
of
get the new
Jackal
meta to even have a chance.
PDWs.
Okay.
The Vault Edition floating around out there in the stream.
I am
Yeah,
100%
that
with you
weapon's
there,
amazing
Eric.
if you love playing aggressively.
Is Cold War in the
rushing
90s or am I
objectives.
stupid? 80s.
Yeah, if you're a little impatient.
Cold
like
War.
me, yeah.
I want to see it in action.
I think it
later
when we
today,
left
too,
the game
not
was
just an
86,
FP,
but I think it started in
very
81.
exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The actual
awesome.
real
There's
world
even
Cold
more to
War
talk about
ended
too, right? Because,
in 89.
you guys
That's
are
when the
also
Berlin Wall
approaching
came
consistently
down.
with attachments as well.
And
yeah, no, this is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. Kind of two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should always feel really good to equip.
There's still a
make your
ton of
weapon
sights and all that
better,
kind of
right?
stuff, too.
And the second
I like the
pillar
top-down
was
scroll rather
giving
than the
players confidence
side-to-side
and
scroll, but-
clarity, so that they, you know, feel like they can experiment in gunsmith and make their own builds without.
I don't
having
know.
to
I'd rather have the
grind
old
and
kind
look
of pick
something up.
10.
Yeah, you're kind of
and
empower-
like
you
I
wanna
said,
empower
like
people to have
if you
the
want to put a
confidence
stock
to
on your
build
gun,
their own
you
loadout,
put the
use those
stock on
attachments,
your
know
gun.
what
That's
they're
it.
doing.
If you want
I
to put a
think
front
that
grip
it's
on it,
awesome,
you
and
put a
we're
front
gonna
grip. That was it.
hopefully
It was
see
the
a
one
lot
front
of,
grip.
customization here.
Back in my
Call of Duty
day.
next today.
Yeah. Now, what else should we know
Mostly
about
referring to war zones since
attachments
it's
here?
sweaty,
Like,
you need
'cause
the
I
meta
feel like
teams
there's
energy.
more than meets
I mean,
the eye
honestly,
with all this stuff.
multiplayer's
Yeah,
not really
so,
that
I
different,
mean,
though.
Players are going to notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
And there's also
that's good.
mostly consistent in terms of where those improvements will be on all your weapons, so that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS faster. I know I go to the rear grip, I put on the quick draw. It's that
By the way,
simple.
what do you guys think?
And we're gonna get deep into
like when we
weapon
get
progression
zombies,
with,
when like the
Lawrence
game
here in a
comes
little
out,
bit, but
what
talk to
type
us
of
about
weapon are you
what
going to use
things
right
are
off the bat? Are
shared
you going to
in
use an
terms of
LMG,
unlocks in the attachment
SMGs,
system.
Yeah,
shoddy,
For most
AR?
of the attachments, you're going to go through your normal weapon leveling
I
journey.
mean, I
and
remember with
unlock
Cold War, I
everything
was
for
using
just
the,
that
I think it's
weapon,
called the
but then
Stoner.
optics are going to be shared within a class.
Right off the rip,
So-
the LMGs,
yeah,
but
so
like
if you're playing with your
after
XM4, you might unlock
the initial
a
like
red dot or
launch, I
something
mean, other
like
than
that,
getting
and
like the
you're gonna
camos and stuff
immediately
done.
Be able to put that on your AK, no matter what level that AK is.
I
Right?
pretty much wasn't. I
Oh,
never
that is
used
big.
LMGs in that game
I've never
at all.
touched it before. It
Yeah.
might be rank 1, and you can already put a red dot.
AR,
on it.
yeah, I mean, I think the AR is kind of your most versatile, like right off the bat when you don't know what's coming. You could use
That's me.
No, I love iron sights.
an
I love
AR,
iron sights, but having that
but like
ability to
for
be able to
Cold
go
War,
across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good clean glass. That's all.
I mean, think of like what was the good, like in MWZ, I can tell you like all my favorite guns in that
Matt,
are like
actually, you know,
SMGs.
Time to kill is something that players are always.
But
curious
for
about
Cold
with
War,
the new title TTK, Time to Kill.
I couldn't even tell
How
you.
did you guys
Like
approach
right off
that
the
for Black
bat,
Ops
like
6?
what's
It is
the
a
good
critically
SMGs for
important
that?
part of the game.
I would say
so
probably don't
I'll
use
go
them.
through some quick hits, right? We're slightly
But what's the good ARs?
lower TTK. It's you're going to die a little bit faster.
None
than
really
something like
even
Cold War.
there.
We're at 100 health.
I mean, because the
we've
M16 is a
tested
marksman,
ton
right?
of
In that game,
different
is
health
it
values
classified as a
around
marksman?
The weapon damage, but we feel like
Would
where
suck
we're
using
at
a
right
shotty
now
and then
sits
have to
really
fight a
well
water
in the
boss.
world
Yeah,
of
I mean,
Black Ops 6 with Omni Movement, our attachment philosophy.
when you don't know
but
what's
of course,
coming,
we're definitely looking for data and feedback in the beta. So please give
you
it
don't
to
want to
us
limit
in
your
appropriate
range like
ways.
that because you never know what the
we will
boss is
listen
going to
and
be like.
assess
You know,
and
be like
adjust.
doing the
Follow
Legion
at
boss
Treyarch
fight with a
for
shotgun.
that. We'll
You can
be,
do it,
We'll be looking for it throughout
but
beta.
you
I'm
don't really
definitely
want to
very
do it.
interested in how Omni
Or
Movement
like
and that lower
Valentina
TTK are going to play
and
with all of us.
Mauer,
We've
you don't
seen
want a
it here
shotgun
come
for
to
that.
life too, and it's been really fascinating. And I think it's only going to just continue to add a little bit more.
By the way, what do you
Maybe
guys think of
be
the
a bit
name?
more
So the
strategic.
first
Yeah,
Wonder
it
Weapon
was
we're getting
really important to
the
be able to react.
Terminus is
Yes,
called
right.
the
So
Beam
we don't
Smasher. I
want the
mean, we've
health so
seen it.
low
I've
that
been
you
through
just
it, you know,
immediately die.
Yeah.
But we don't want
in
it so
videos and
high
live
to where
streams
you
and
get
all that kind of stuff.
frustrated,
But
right? So we feel like we're in a really good spot where you
I think
get a
the
little bit of
the
a
name
dance,
needs
but,
some work.
you know,
The
we'll see.
Beam Smasher.
Yeah, no.
Designed with Omni Movement in mind.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow Camo enthusiasts out there, there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons. First off, we're bringing reticle challenges and reticle customization back.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that's back to Call of Duty this year. We have an update to the camo system. And
Blue
as
dot
part
better
of
than
that,
red dot.
We have some really
Blue dot gang here?
camos.
Blue dot?
We're seeing them right
Camo?
now.
Our Treyarch weapons team has really gone all out,
Jack and the Beans. I love that
and
one.
we're confident we're delivering the best mastery camos we've ever seen in the franchise.
Oh,
Take
that
a look
looks
at
nice.
Dark Matter
My
here.
word. Look at
Back
Dark
and better
Matter.
than ever. And when you shoot this thing, it actually has some dynamic elements.
Oh, that looks
add and
nice,
swirl and
dude.
move. Really
That looks
dope
really
mastery camos in the
nice.
game this year. We'll have more to show
So sick.
later in the broadcast with the other modes. But they're
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. If that's just only a taste and a
Little
moose
taste.
boosh.
You got master camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on
They
the
really
master
did.
camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it.
Oh,
I think we've topped
bold.
it. Yep.
Bold
Let
move.
us know.
Bold move.
Let us know.
Hey,
Yeah,
What's
let
the
us know.
bar?
there are a lot of cool stuff.
I usually
here
don't
without
use
a doubt
gold- the
here,
gold
and
camo. I
These
don't
things are
think
looking absolutely
it ever
incredible.
really
but
looks
also,
that
something
good.
is looking equally as incredible are Vault Edition weapons.
Diamond
which,
camo
I
actually
am
surprisingly-
very, very excited for. I mean,
that's
look at
one of
these
them.
things. It looks so cool.
That's a
Everybody's
pre-order.
running these in the
That is
on
as
the
well.
streams today. Like
Yeah.
we've seen these in action.
They are gorgeous. Of course, if you pre-order the Vault Edition and you can unlock bonus content, including the Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Gobble Gum Pack, and Season 1 Black Cell. Plus, if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolute
Insane.
shenanigans.
So
You're gonna get
if
to
you've
use them in the
downloaded
beta.
already,
So,
the beta, which you
that's
can
freaking awesome.
pre-download now, make sure you go into it, go to manage your downloads and all that kind of stuff, and you'll see the pre-order bonus pack, like the content packs. Make sure you download that stuff too, because I think I need to do like 1 or 2 more of those. Big Nap, what's up, man?
Of course, there is one
BO3
thing
Dark
in
Matter. It looks
particular
even better
that
than
I
that.
have been excited to ask today.
Shotgun
and
or big
this is the
gun? What's up?
return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping
Classic
off about
Prestige is
it.
back, yeah.
Lawrence, what can you tell us about, Classic Prestige? Just give us an overview. What
We
we
should be getting to
expect,
zombies
because
here
I
very
think
soon.
Classic-
Oh,
I think Classic.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we're delivering in Black Ops 6 and then some. So
okay.
we're super excited to be bringing Classic Prestige back to the franchise. If you're unfamiliar with Classic Prestige, you're going to start leveling up 1 to 55, unlocking content for use in your loadouts. If you hit max level, you're going to have the choice to Prestige, relock all that 1 to 55 content.
Yeah.
Do it again, having gained a
For
little-
multiplayer, I'm fine with
Unlock
this.
as well, like it was back in the day.
That is back. So
Okay.
every Prestige, you're going
How
to have
is the
permanent
Zombies
unlock.
Prestige gonna
If
work?
Maybe you lost access to your favorite weapon or your favorite perk. Use that permanent
Because if
unlock,
every
get it
time you get
back
to level
right away.
55 and then you
We have 10
prestige,
prestiges in Black Ops 6.
and then everything
Get
gets
through
reset,
those,
including
you'll
your
graduate
augments?
into Prestige Master with 1,000 levels to climb through.
Let's take a quick look at our sneak
So
peek
basically, this is going to work
Prestige
exactly
1
like
icon.
Black Ops 3 Prestige
Well,
system.
I remember having a conversation with Lawrence in our office.
Because
think
I don't
maybe we
want
shared an
to
office at
lose
the
my
time,
attachments and stuff
talking about
for
bringing this back, and
zombies.
it's
Like,
if we're gonna
I
make the best
will,
Black Ops game ever,
I will do
we
it, but
kinda
it'll,
do it.
like I
And we
will
said
have to be
it's
very
gotta be a
strategic
no-brainer
about when
to
you do it?
Enter Prestige. And the team, Lawrence, hats off.
Because you don't want to lose all your stuff.
Absolute no-brainer, and I'm going to try.
Is Zombies time yet? I think just in a couple of minutes. I think right after these guys are done with this little segment here, I think we're getting
that you've made
Zombies
it
after
super
that.
rewarding.
Golden
and,
Diamond didn't look like anything special.
Want
I
to
mean,
relock everything. I'm not risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that, you
like
know,
Black Ops 2 had a pretty
great
good diamond
rewards.
camo, didn't it?
Yeah, actually,
about too.
That's the other thing too, right? Because you know,
Oftentimes,
one of the
though,
things that we
I don't
always
think they
enjoy
look
about
good.
the
They
track
just
and-
kinda
and
look
putting in that time in, and
weird
unlocking
and
things
bad.
and getting stuff. So what are going to be some of the prestige rewards and just in general?
Also
we should be
depends on the
expecting?
gun.
So we didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige. We wanted to go bigger than ever. We wanted to build the most rewarding version of Classic Prestige we've ever seen. We have a ton of high-value skins, blueprints,
Not a fan of
charms,
gold
and
either.
more,
Purple diamond is
all
cool.
created just for the Prestige system.
Okay.
And I mean, we showed the Prestige 1 icon a minute ago.
Amazing.
If that looked like the World at War zombie to
Yeah, I
you,
was going to ask. It's got a. It looked really familiar.
Hint, hint.
it's because it is. And so one thing we're doing in Black Ops 6 is each Prestige is actually themed after a game in Black Ops history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite
I mean, there's only
classic
5
system
previous
that's
ones.
oozing with nostalgia, it's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to
And
see what the
Lawrence-
Black Ops 1
Do you think that eventually they're going to
I
just
mean,
release
I think
a Call of
people are
Duty
gonna
and they're
love
just
these
going to
so
call
much,
it
but Lawrence,
Call of Duty
what happens
nostalgia?
to your weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should
100%
expect in
they're
terms
calling
of
cards.
what
That-
happens
look
to
at
our
this.
stuff.
I don't know about the zombies
so
one, man.
It wouldn't be Classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous.
Does that look good?
You're
I
gonna
don't think that
relock
looked
that
good.
1 to 55 content. But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds.
Yep.
You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available as soon as you get access again. And it was important to us to Matt's point
Oh, so
earlier,
you don't
we want
lose
players to
the
prestige,
attachments. You just
but we also
lose the
wanted
ability when you
to
prestige.
pay
You just
homage and
lose the
reflect
ability
classic
to access
system.
it. So you have to
Yes,
hit
that
level
relock
5
is
or
an
level
important
13
part.
or
You
level
also
17 or
mentioned the
whatever
permanent
before you
unlock,
can
Alex,
play
so
with that
that'll
particular
help
gun
you
again. But once you
mitigate
get
the
it
lag
back,
if you really
it has all
decide
the
to
attachments.
Scary.
That's way better. Okay.
Only just a smidgen.
It's a calculated
You'll definitely be
risk,
using
and
your,
I like that in my, I like
your
that
double
in my
XP
Call of Duty,
tokens.
But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We
Always.
have a 100% completion card.
I think Cold War did a
cards
very
in the
good
game
job
at
with
launch.
the
So if you
challenges, by
complete
the way,
set
like
in
seasonal
multiplayer,
challenges and
zombies,
everything.
Or Warzone, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. Each
And I like the
prestige
layout
has its
of it
own
as
set
well,
of
how they had it
cards.
in game.
sick.
It was very
Zombies
simple
one
to
looks
follow.
so cool.
They had everything
We got
on one
Dark
page,
Ops
and you could just
challenges.
scroll
You
through
beat
each of them and
Dark
see
Ops
what
in a
the
Black
challenges
Ops game.
were.
So if you're
Oh, that's a
unfamiliar
perfect
with
way to
those,
do
those
it.
are as tough as they get.
There's a ton of
Hitting
stuff in Modern
criteria
Warfare
challenges
3
that
zombies
we're
that
excited to see which ones the
I
community
had no idea
find
like
and,
even
which
existed
ones they
because of
maybe
just the
take
menus
a
and that,
while
where
to
the stuff was
discover. We will
located. I
not
literally
be
didn't
giving
know
hints.
about it.
Okay.
Redacted.
Smart.
But yeah, a lot to unlock and
I
excited
mean, I'm
to see,
over level
what
1,000 in
resonates
that
with
game
players.
too,
So
by the way.
we were
Like,
hearing
and that's
Miles talk about
99%
a little bit while they were casting
playing
some gameplay,
zombies.
but it seems like medals are back, and yeah, I'm excited. For them.
I
So,
like the medal
It seems
system.
like there are a ton for us
Yeah.
to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over 150 medals in multiplayer. Lots of returning
150.
fans.
I like the medals when they pop up like you get a 5-kill streak.
A lot of new ones
Look,
too.
I
That
like
we're excited
these.
for players to discover.
You can see them
and
popping up
earn.
on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's
When you
favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
Yep.
My personal
Triple
favorite is
kill.
Doink because it's fun to
Doink.
say
Fun to
and
say.
see Doink.
Yep.
But yeah,
I
there's.
like how you say. I like Doink.
I do. I mean, it
Yeah.
popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming, and I was like,
kill an enemy with an impact from
Yeah.
a tactical grenade.
That
This
was
is Doink.
Stephanie's.
it's a little different
From
than
That was
stuff.
Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
I was sure.
She just heard Doink. She was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
We
I'm
love
in too,
equipment
fair.
here,
Yeah, no.
okay?
My personal faves are we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And,
I get those all the time.
And search and
Oh, yeah.
destroy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
S&D
Yeah.
going to this. Oh yeah, all the time picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable.
God, you look at all these
right, folks,
creators there
before we
playing
wrap
game
up
early
things
and
here
doing
at
everything. and It's
Desto,
like,
Stephanie,
is it literally
there
all
is
of them?
one
And you think,
more
oh,
thing that our
they don't
friends
even
at
know who
Treyarch
I
wanted
am.
to talk talk about
never
because I see
getting
it
invited
here
to
on
one of
the
these
little
things.
graphic that we got.
You are
Not all of
so right, Alex. And one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6? What do you got for us?
Day one.
So, I mean, we love competitive COD. Ranked play is in the DNA at Treyarch. And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive ranked play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game, early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked MP
So again, when the game releases, that's technically we're in preseason, and this year it's October 25.
A lot of cheering in the
Season
room,
1 will
I
probably
think,
come
when,
like
when we
first
talked
week of
about this as some
December.
of the creators in the building, but thank you so much.
But
Treyarch
because the
team,
game is coming out
Camo,
like 2 weeks
Matt,
earlier
Brian,
than normal this
it's
year,
awesome to have you
I mean,
here
sometimes they
today.
do end
Thank
of
you for
October,
sharing
sometimes it's like
everything that's coming to the
mid.
Let's go.
Early mid November,
which I think you guys are excited
and then
about it.
Season 1 comes out like
Yeah,
I
it just
said,
radiates to all of
first
us.
week or
That
2
joy
of
is so
December.
awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The vibes are high.
The vibes are high. It's great. It's Blackout.
So we should get. I don't know if we're gonna get a Halloween event this year because again the game comes out October 25.
Because we have plenty.
If MWZ gets some kind of Halloween event, I think it'll come early, like early mid October.
Thank you, Stephanie. Go on, boy.
But we should get a Christmas event for Black Ops 6.
Oh my goodness. Race to prestige, anybody? I will race you as soon as we can.
Okay, yes.
Just
We're
all
taking this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I can hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops
Are you saying
6
did I
multiplayer.
upgrade
So we're going
the
into face-off, folks.
Modern Warfare 2 guns?
Fast
No,
and
to get the
Furious is how I
camos. No.
describe this game mode, and I was talking with Aiden. He's
I
saying,
did get
think I found
another
the
Mercury
God
camo
gun.
done.
I think Hazardous might have as well.
Yeah, I think yesterday, last night.
It's got like a similar
On my
Milano.
2 SMGs. Like I said, I use the hell out of SMGs.
And it
and
reminds me
MWZ.
of the ADS of the MSMC. Oh, one of the all-time favorites.
That is a fun boss fight. I gotta say, I'll give it that now.
Yeah, so
The final
two
story
10 years
mission.
younger than the rest of
It
you,
is a
but
pretty cool boss
Hazardous
fight. I do
isn't,
enjoy
and he
that.
was at that high ground for a hot
Oh,
minute
that
there.
camo
Will
looks
finally
good.
get
This
shut
is
down,
massive
but
grind.
and
The
Shotzi
Mercury?
is still rocking
Yeah,
this
it's like
sniper
after you get
rifle.
all
I
the
mean,
camos
players
for it.
cannot get this guy down.
I mean, I have Borealis on Modern Warfare 3
See what he was up to. He
guns.
said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good
But then it's like another million XP on top of that. After you get like Borealis,
We've seen a few in
it's
the
like a
trailer.
million
Look, Klaus
XP
pulls
per
up
gun.
the axe like they're flying. I mean,
And I've
this
got
is
like
some
2 of them done.
visceral execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible
Oh, I
stuff.
thought he got hit by a grenade.
Don't look
He
at
got
us like that, Alley
sniped. I was
Cat.
like, where did that grenade
Shotzi's
go
put
off?
away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is actually one of our COD mobile
should be on now,
creators.
weird.
And seeing her pop off here in
They-
this
they've got a
situation versus
schedule,
one of
but
our
it's not a tight
professionals.
schedule.
Pop off
I
clean.
will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
He confirms,
I don't see any movement.
Fried.
Well, he keeps going top
so that's a
mid,
good
so.
sign for all you guys
double
out there
kill.
wondering if you could pick up
Triple
Omni
kill,
Movement
Nameless.
fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
See, look, destroy. You got the best.
He's on his feet.
Dude, you
That
didn't
might be
just
a
win
different
champs
lobby
there.
there.
Clearly
Playing
doesn't
the
play
beta.
the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
He's got
elims.
5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh.
Get a confirm over here.
That's one of the Mastercraft
Wait,
camos
okay.
that comes with from
And
the
this was
pre-order
called the
bonus.
Score.
You see him moving
And
backwards
this thing
like
is
that?
Absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high
That
max. You
ADS
can
is
just slay.
crazy.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely
Bad hip fire, though,
insane.
huh?
And we saw that matching knife. Again, all the animations,
Yeah.
everything looks
The
so cool.
spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish.
That's one of the things like coming up for this
I'm
year,
playing
dude.
it
I've
on
gotten
Steam.
so
I'm making
used
an
to
emote
with
right now for
MWZ.
it.
What are you guys taking with you after
With
your first
my
Prestige?
with every gun that I do, but like especially
Great
with the
question.
SMGs, I have it set up so my hip fire is.
I don't know
I mean,
if it works.
it's almost like you're
taking
ADSing.
Like that.
Like it's that accurate.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Aims.
And if we don't have it like
Marine.
that in BO6,
I'm
there's
taking
going to
the
be a
aims
little
with
bit of
me.
an
That
adjustment
thing,
time.
We're watching
just
Ken
so
use
used
it
to
a
it
moment
now.
ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Hey, okay, physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. Things just so much
Oh,
satisfaction
Westy.
as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces.
Eric,
It
there's your
looks so
boy.
sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep account of. I mean, not just, for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill.
Let's
Now,
get the
FIFA, one of the
zombies
greatest
now.
Warzone players of all time. He's
100%.
always streaming. On the other side of this, though, You have Aiden. You have Sage. Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news because Ada just got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike map, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere. Couldn't be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War, on a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily a piece of a larger map that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed
Every time a new game comes out, like the recoil
position
kind of
looks
looks like, I don't know, and then you actually get to play with it, and it's like, that's fine.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot,
Although,
but he's right in front of us, and
really,
I'm seeing the sun
they
shining
definitely
down
toned
on
it way
him in
down,
these
but
shots as he's
you guys
gonna
remember
find
like
you.
the first
Has
Modern
high ground,
Warfare
will find a
2019?
third as
Like the
well.
visual
Now,
recoil on that stuff was
much of an AR
insane.
player, but his movement is
Modern Warfare
looking
2 wasn't much better, but
Marley 13. Having a very good
I hope
time
they don't
here.
go back
Now,
to
an
that
entirely
kind of
different
level
experience there, though,
of
Chris.
visual
Not
recoil.
necessarily been pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lilla.
Like, there was zero recoil
I
on
walked
that.
behind her
What is this
earlier,
setup?
and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat?
Or is she just like an
Everyone is
absolute,
feeling
look at
this
that, like
game right
zero
now.
recoil
And she
for
is
her.
not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks us
got
behind
the-
people. They
it's the
quad feeds. I
XM4,
walk
right?
behind him, the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Maybe she's really good at controlling it.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XM4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change her reticle and customize
excited.
it. That is something we had way
By the
back
way,
in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from
Back in the day,
previous Black
did you
Ops games were
prefer
fine.
the
We
red dot
added
or the
that
blue dot?
nostalgic
Because
feel,
I
but
always
also
went
new.
with the blue
It's
dot,
been
man.
so
It just,
awesome.
I think it
Another
looked
thing as
way
well,
better,
every single time you get
and it
a
was a
brand
little
new
bit
weapon,
tighter,
the pick slot is open
and it didn't have like a
level
kind
up.
of
You
like
can
glare
put
coming off of it like the red dot did. It was like the red dot was kind of like more of a smudge,
whatever it may be, a nice red
and
dot.
the blue
You can
dot
go
was
on
just
the
like
brand new
tight.
weapon immediately.
And
All
just
quick question for you guys.
always use
they
that.
mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can
Freaking leaf
unlock the
blowers.
foul in the Cap 40?
Can you hear that?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we
got
see
the
this
beta
result?
coming
That's
up.
annoying.
Some first times. Some
Get away
first
from my
times
window.
Look at all the
in the Call
medals.
of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can
What a
dive
clip.
backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been looking at stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun.
See, there's going to be too much stuff for me to go back
I
over
just saw some
on
incredible
Twitter.
movement, and honestly, I was just when I was listening to you guys
Today,
talk
like,
about
so
getting
much.
your medals and all the weapons that are new. Also, just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around. Whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play, you don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes. And I think that is just so important. It's attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. As we were talking about yesterday, if you're right,
Did you see like so many people were complaining about the HUD?
Like this is how it should
That
be.
was, like on Zombies Reddit.
That's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's
I
lots
mean,
of
to me,
presets. We saw two that
this
were
isn't
locked
our
for
HUD.
now.
I mean,
There's
it's
a
going to be
streamer,
similar.
and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize.
The multiplayer HUD
They're
compared to
putting
the zombie
into
stuff, but like
lots of
I
different
thought it was
options for those
fine.
HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here.
I mean, people act.
It's just a new dawn, baby. It's a
So many
new
people
day,
just
and it's a
looking for something
long,
to kind of complain
fantastic year
about.
of Black
Period.
Ops
I mean,
6
we
ahead.
know
Now,
that,
Miles,
but
you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor.
they act
so I
like
can
the
ask this
game is
question.
completely
Can we
ruined
talk
because the
about
HUD
feeder mode
isn't.
yet?
I think
Do I have to wait till
It's
later
not
in the
the Black
show?
Ops 3 HUD
think we
again.
can. I'm
Like,
not
I
seeing
don't know
any
what they want.
hands. Not in aggressive.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right now.
But to me, it looks
chest,
fine.
is
It looks
there?
fairly
I
clean.
would say day one.
We're gonna see.
You don't get that weird BO4, little
Can you imagine the clips
thing on the
that are
bottom,
gonna come
where
out of
you
this game?
your perks would sit in, that kind of stupid looking thing down there. Like,
It's going to be a fantastic
other than that,
time.
man, I kind of. It's not that I don't care, but I don't care that much.
A bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of
Oh,
Call
it's
of Duty
Lottie.
next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here.
They're
but
wizards.
Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty Next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll
and
grind
Bub,
for sure.
what type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming. I think this has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty Next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Lonnie. We've got some of the
It's
biggest
always awkward
names
when they
in
look at
Washington
things,
all
man.
here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you've played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes. You know, Marcus Valdez-Scaling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with
Oh!
Michael B. Jordan, with the greatest teammate.
You got tomahawked.
I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was gonna have to carry him. He wasn't gonna know anything. He came in hot as hell. Knew everything. Had his own call outs.
Yeah.
He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, "We're absolutely gonna smoke this. There's no way we lose." And we didn't.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
He was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody
as well.
loves Call of Duty.
Let's take a look at the gameplay.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
Can we
Rage
get
quit.
He's not
I
going to
watched
do
it
it
happen
now. We
live.
talked to him about it.
Here we go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago. My
Zogoro. Oh, wow. He hit that player. What?
Hit marker.
You're diving.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Go
Zoe.
forward, then backwards, and those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I don't want to get
quads
used to,
on
man.
that
Is that
man
kind of
to hit
super
them
cracked
dives,
out, like
look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player
Like the
taking him down there. I'm not
super
sure exactly
cracked
what that
out.
was, but on a shift,
I don't know, man. It's not.
but also
it's not
one
for
of the
me.
most individually talented. Just Call
I mean,
of
I'm
Duty
gonna play the
players
hell out of
we've
this at the
seen come
beginning
to the scene
here,
from a
but
content creator side, and now competitor
people
in
are
Warzone,
going
he's been
to
unreal. So I'm excited
figure
see
out
what
how
he
to
can do with this player.
abuse the hell out of the
He's not
movement.
missing, Ali.
I mean, it's
No,
just
he's
you know,
not
it's what they
missing.
do.
But kind of piggybacking off of Omni Movement, it looks like a lot. Like it looks very daunting, but
And
I
it could-
promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun.
Yeah, to
It's
move like
super
that, it might not feel
natural,
like a
and
big
you can
change, but
already
to
see it.
track
Like, people
the
are
other,
struggling. They're having
you know,
fun.
the
They're
people you're playing
testing out
against,
kind of their
that's
limits
where
and their abilities with the Omni Movement. It is so.
it's going to be an
so
issue.
good.
I don't know, man. Even like Black Ops 4, dude, you could literally like every character could jump instantly, like 6 feet in the air, like shoo, the super sliding in the. It was. I just didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
Gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard
Tim
after
didn't
Omni
rage quit. He
Movement.
backed out because the
100%. I
map
mean, it's going to change the way
wasn't
that you
sniper
approach
friendly. He just
basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, you know, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice skating around the map. Absolutely. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. This is sort of an alternate.
Oh, we
to an
want
execution.
zombies
This is gonna
now.
go huge. Yeah. In Search and Destroy, in Warzone, you can take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued, you can be rescued by your teammates. So, and I'm screaming like, "It's got me! I'm being taken!
I got you, brother.
I'm being taken! Wheeler's coming out of nowhere,
Climbing the sniper,
Would you call
saving
that
me."
a meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official
It's a
name.
personal
I don't know.
bodyguard.
I feel like I just got told that was the official name.
It is in Gears of War.
Just what came to my head there.
Against your will, bodyguard.
Hey,
Right?
guess what? You got a job now
It's
for
a
the
meat
next 12
shield.
seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley 13, though, thank you so much for that. And oh, yes.
Yep.
Legion.
Dude, what are we doing?
Oh, he power punched it too.
Oh, yeah. Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow them up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, no, he's been taken.
Leave him alone!
Oh, no.
Leave him alone!
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick.
He's screaming for
People
help.
are
Please, somebody
just going to
save
be
me.
doing this.
It
Like, you know,
doesn't
like
last
they
forever.
introduced
You
the
will be
execution, so
taken care
people
of
are
there.
always
It's
just
all
trying to give around
right.
behind
Look,
you
man,
to do
it
an
happens to the best
execution.
of us.
It's going to be
You
these
just
meat
have to
shields
be
like
aware. You can't get
nonstop.
taken as the meat shield.
It's
That
going to
is
be
just
all
not-
snipers, right?
not
All
ideal.
the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tack insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? You have that prox chat out. I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whispering.
In your ear, literally in your ear.
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know,
Are you sure?
it takes a moment
There
to
we
get
go.
used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield
Attach is
plays.
locked.
It's happening here at Call
He's
of Duty
locked.
next. Unbelievable day.
Oh, this is that tiny
Question
map.
on
The
attach.
pit.
So he won his first world championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare. That
is true.
Oh, you can get
How do
in
you
those
feel
mine
he's gonna
carts?
adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL.
Head glitch the hell out of that?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who could run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL.
I mean, they were blown away by a circle. Zombie started. I mean, where? I'm live.
And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer.
Yeah!
We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
I just want it to be good. I just want zombies to be good this year, man. I just want it to be good. That's all I want, man. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. Tries to fast forward the live stream. Dude, I'm looking for it. Like, where is it? How do I get there? I was like, did I slip behind? I was like, you know, sometimes Eric falls like 20 minutes behind and he's talking like it's live. You're like, what the hell? What?
Call of Duty.
I was like, did I slip back somehow?
Introducing
But
the
no, I'm
Call
live.
of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD.
I wish I could have
Next is
my
powered by Xfinity.
my
Stay ahead
Xbox
of the
set up
game with
like at the same time as we're doing
ultra-fast
this,
and a smooth, low-lag connection.
just to check in, see if like how, you know.
Operators get ready to
I mean,
unleash
there's
a
no
force
way
of
it goes
nature
live early,
with
like not
Polaris
today
Razor
early.
Pro R.
There's no
Dropping
way.
into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1.
Oh god!
Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion.
The live streamers are playing zombies?
Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
It did last year? What happened last year? I don't remember when it went live. Right after COD Next it went live? Dude, it's like...
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Vault presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following
Dude,
Call
the
of
leaf
Duty
blowers.
Next.
And now the friggin' they're mowing the lawn now.
10 esports teams from the military branches.
It did go live last year like that? Dweebs? I don't know, man.
Alongside the most competitive
That's
players
2
in
days
Call of
early. I
Duty
mean, maybe
Warzone,
it did.
including Aiden,
The only reason why I
Benny
don't think they're
Central,
going to do
Natasha,
that this year is
Owens,
because this first
Joe,
weekend that they have
Steve,
set up for the beta, the early
Rusty,
access beta,
Zelena,
is 5 days
Brown,
already.
and
So,
more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan.
I mean, they could,
Monster
you know,
MVP,
go further
and
with
for the
it,
first
but
time ever,
I would
claim
think if they're going to do
victory in the
something, it's
Cold
probably going to
War
let
5
them
solo
play
YOLO.
out the day because, like, the
You won't wanna miss a chance
streamers,
to celebrate 5 years of Cold
the
War,
people that like that are
15 years
there
endowment
playing,
impact for
they're
veterans,
streaming it.
and
They're
learn
going to
more about
continue
the
to play
upcoming
throughout the
endowment
day,
pack in Call of Duty
like for the
Black
next
Ops 6.
few hours,
Stay tuned
probably.
after next to see who will take home the COVID
At least that's how it
Code
used to
5
go.
trophy, live from Washington, D.C.
So,
Now, I'll tell you what, folks,
like,
the
if you wanted to
energy
watch,
in
like,
this
Skunk
building
play
is
or, you know, whatever, whoever
unbelievable,
your
and we've
favorite
only just really begun.
streamers.
If you are just
I mean,
tuning in live,
I'm
welcome
your
to
favorite streamer,
Washington,
but, you know,
DC.
multiplayer
Welcome to
streamer.
Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news
That's
so
there.
far,
They'll be
but it's
streaming
not
probably
over
for the
yet
next
because
couple
we're
of
gonna head
hours.
on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at
But
Black Ops 6
I don't remember. I don't
Zombies. So,
remember
GB,
going
you know what to
live
do.
right
It's
after
over to
COD
you.
Next last year.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time.
I
And
don't
those
remember.
players are gonna
I
throw
honestly
down
don't
the
remember the
circle.
Modern
You best
Warfare 3
believe that.
beta.
But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. It is now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly,
Oh, there's Kevin Drew.
It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls.
Ollie's.
1991.
That's where Miller,
fastest growing town in
when she was a kid.
Ooh. And it's plain to see why.
When her mom and
It's a
dad got
place
killed.
of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another.
Mr. Peeps.
Where church ain't just for Sundays.
Okay, that is 100% the church. Were you coming through?
So if you're passing this way, be
It's a
sure
big map, dude. Look at it. The jet gun. Oh my god. That's the Mangler cannon. X-Fills are back, by the way. Oh, there's a trap. Superhero trap? That's cool. Mega bombs?
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect
We got hillbilly zombies. Oh
Modern
no.
Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
That looked pretty good.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes, round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's gonna leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right?
Yeah. Small town.
It looks good, man.
A little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much.
You know, we've been riding the zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome round-based zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which you know we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so
It really
much
has
time
been,
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps. Very different. We'll get into that, but it's been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for Zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What, you know,
Indeed.
what's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out, it's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that.
Bowling alley from Transit.
It's such a
Speed
built
Cola?
out world. It's great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to
Bearded
live
zombies
there,
confirmed,
and some
yeah.
little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys,
relating to
side
them.
quests, never.
So
What?
yeah, well, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know,
yeah.
And
Freedom
of
Fried
course,
Chicken.
Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
A dark prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s, so
Liberty
you know.
Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores,
Yeah.
right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all
No
that.
shot.
So make sure
when they
always
existed.
rewind, right? Yeah.
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a pretty deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately.
Dude,
so
look how
you
big
feel
this
that
map
threat, you know.
is.
The brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but you know, this is zombie
Don't
zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So,
Dude,
you know,
this map
it'll be
is
everything that you
huge.
expect. And what we want this to do is like set. You know, we want it to be easy to pick up. You know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on.
Smaller?
They try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But
It looks
speaking
big.
of
Doesn't it
story,
not
'cause
look
you kinda
big?
hinted at it a little bit. It's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. You know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No
without
sunblock
that.
on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah,
So
we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
Samantha?
Well,
Yeah.
And you could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest?
If that's not Sam, I mean, they say Sam.
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and get ready. Here's the story.
Yeah, I've been playing Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler-free today. We do not want to ruin the moment, play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies in Black Ops 6.
Yeah,
because
but
Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus.
Like I said, I've been going back and rewatching some old stuff, and I was watching
at Liberty Falls. They are, we're going to see a different set of characters played by
the beginning of when Firebase Z came out.
And so, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but
And
it seems like
there were different crews, whatever, but because it came out like the night before, like during Cold War, what they would do is
we're going to be sticking around with this one.
Let you play the map like the night before, like at 9 p.m. my time anyway, the night before, and then the map didn't release, the Easter eggs didn't release until like the next morning at like 10 a.m. or something like that.
It's always the gimmick, you know what I mean? You want to see
But you could, there were people like literally speed running the first 15 minutes of like Firebase Z.
This is the bank here, so they're inside.
When that came out.
Get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections.
How is this the small map?
We're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? You know, like what's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
You know, Rick Toffin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty
There's
Falls.
the
As
arsenal.
we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
You might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes.
Mr.
And there's
Peaks.
my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Stam.
Great place to do some training.
Dude, how is this the small map?
And we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you can buy plates this time.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft
to 3
in
now.
a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
So it's like the old games where you could get 3 quick revives.
I definitely needed that. I needed,
Here's our first bomb.
Not a mega bomb, just a regular bomb.
I mean, that ray gun.
Loot key.
You can always
Loot key?
ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody
Is that going to open a locker?
So the ray
A
gun
special
has
door?
Has a new look that we're.
Talk about the loot key,
The
please.
weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a.
There's
huge
all these
polish
comics
flash.
from
weapon inspect. It looks
Miller's
amazing.
talking about,
You
you know, when
can
she was a
shoot
girl.
cartridges as you reload.
She's from Liberty Falls, and when the zombies outbreak happened, that's where she was, at Ollie's.
I'm sure we're going to get
And
another
then
ray gun
in
look
the alley
as
right
we
next to
get
it here,
further
basically where this
into
guy is right
Liberty
now,
Falls.
her
Benny
dad
Central,
gets
you're
killed
round
by the
11.
zombies.
Yeah. Now,
Is
something,
that PhD?
I'm curious about because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, you know, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, you know, what
Chopper gunner?
What is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, you know, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, you know, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, you know, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, you know, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins and actually for the first time Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
The ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt, you know, on this map. Everyone's really stoked working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for
And they
anything,
said they made
I'm
it
gonna be
harder
busy.
than Cold War.
You can definitely also see the Omni Movement as
This is a
well
mangler.
playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this because now you know before
Exfil.
you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run, but now you.
I
can
mean,
just, like,
Exfil is already
slide
confirmed,
back.
but
yeah,
there
you
we
just
see
move
it.
away. Has that added some fun layers to the zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD flopper, you could see up on the hill there. You grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I think-
actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes,
in
and we're
zombies
seeing
now.
it right here.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way if you're able to play like this to get a little bit more, awareness.
Do you guys like
behind
third-person mode? I definitely don't.
Wow, I did not
cooking.
realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides. that go through as well.
Alright, we're
How
showing
awesome your
off.
operator
It
is too, right?
it shows off Omni Movement really well.
Yeah. No, that's
Eric,
damn
you love
awesome.
third
So
person?
now, in terms of main quests, can we confirm here that they're like every
Oh,
map
this is
gonna
Mr.
have,
Peaks
like,
and
a
the
main
gumball.
quest, at launch?
Definitely.
Gobble gums.
We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. We've been putting a lot of effort in. Saying tuning
Both
and
have main
balancing these
quests.
things, so it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and getting harder and harder?
Yeah, I think
We're always trying.
Yeah?
It's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the
Yummy
steps are
free.
intuitive, but hard to discover initially. It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time. And
Well,
always trying to hone
challenge
in
your skills too,
Yeah,
right?
of course, of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the
This is
as
the
name
guided
suggests,
mode.
will help direct the players through the main quest.
Looks like Outbreak a
what
bit.
we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest.
That's that escort thing.
So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control.
So you
put
see
a
he just
general cap of round
used the
15,
gobble
so
gum, and it's on the
things will
right-hand
get
side
too
there.
close
He's
to the
got two
players.
of them
Yeah.
that he
But,
can choose
yeah,
from right
so
now, so you
we're
can have
really
you
excited
can
about
hold
it.
3 of them.
Really dived
They don't
into the zombies
auto-activate,
experience before. That is
and you're gonna get to
like
choose.
the
Is that
best
Wonderfist
way
right there?
To do it, to like acclimate yourself.
Turn to your
that-
left, man.
To that gameplay.
Yeah.
More
and
left.
I think we all know
Oh,
someone
geez.
that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been
That's
able
the
to get into
trap.
the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
And there's the armor
Etherella.
on the wall.
Yeah.
So this is a new trap just
my
on Liberty
word.
Falls.
Yeah.
Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action
Quick
figure
revive.
here, from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there because your head could get clipped too. So
think,
be sure to crouch.
Oh yeah,
I think I was taking some shots there.
Oh, it does hurt you. Okay.
Some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on
Oh, those
top of the
spiders
counter
did.
there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's
So fun.
another trap they might
The
come
cars
across
look
here as
cool.
well.
They're not
The Dark
90s
Ether
cars. That
Field
was
trap
like a
is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up.
67
And actually,
Mustang.
It'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And you can kind of
we love dissolving
zombies.
and
Go up
lure them,
here,
but you
dude.
don't want to linger
This
there
is the
too long
small
either.
map,
It's gonna
by the
impact
way.
you after a little bit of time. So those are really
How
fun
is this
too.
the
A good
small
zombie
map?
zombie-
Lookout.
Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes.
There's
a long
the
way for
rampage
zombie.
inducer.
Rampage
You know?
inducer.
Now,
He's just
I
turning it on
understand
like
as
screw
well,
it.
'cause
Nobody
there are a
else
lot of
is
new
aware.
things that are coming to zombies.
What?
So,
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the
Ooh.
jet gun. Okay, so
Speaking of,
Hutch,
gun.
one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon
Yeah.
in Black Ops 6.
Yes.
Indeed.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit
Wow.
that we're actually been boosting up.
Does
here,
it break?
And you're not
Locked
gonna
barrier.
break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine.
Okay, it doesn't
So it's
break.
gonna
It
suck
will
in all
overheat,
these
though.
zombies,
Okay,
chop
fair
them
enough.
up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But it also has a new
specialty blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off and
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
that.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like we said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw
Energy
things
mine
that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely
Melee
love.
Macchiato.
Melee Macchiato. It's just
Slappy
new.
Taffy.
What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxing, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's
coffee
better?
shops.
Yeah.
So Melee
Called a cup of
Macchiato.
Kino. Wait till you see what it costs. Yeah, nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. Really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds to get.
That's triple armor, I
Here's
think.
the armor buy, which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal.
Yeah.
And so now it's such an important thing. That we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I
That
want
portal
to get
down there, by the way, that's just that's where Pack-a-Punch
and that
is.
can obviously, like be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is gobble gums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several gobble gum machines in the world. Gobble gums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in
By the way,
3.
I don't like...
They're really fun. You use
For-
them,
for-
and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little
For multiplayer, like, multiplayer is multiplayer, right? But with zombies maps, like, there are clues, like, you're trying to figure out the puzzle, and people are finding pieces of the puzzle.
You make your pack in the front end.
So when you, like I was saying with Firebase Z, like, when you started that, like, they're speed running the initial,
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn it.
first 15 minutes or whatever. Like, I don't know, man.
Cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself.
You're not getting an
So
advantage if
can
you
kind of
play the
strategize
multiplayer
or
maps
combos,
early,
decide how to
really.
use them. It uses the score
But
streak
for zombies,
menu,
you
very similar to
definitely
SP.
are.
So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here. Really excited.
Like
to
you
see
saw,
people
like they were on the counter there, and they look at the number 42, and it was telling you, like, he's like, okay, so one's in the comic book store and one is in the whatever. Like, I don't know if that's just to get the jet gun or the parts for it or something or what, but
which I think is really cool. Yeah,
I mean,
And that's the awesome thing, especially
Like,
about
you're
Omni
getting
Movement, the
real
global systems that
information.
are coming. We have we called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in Zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got
just like
plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. But it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to Zombies and Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. How's this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right?
Yeah.
That's really going to impact how you build
Dude,
your,
look how big
your
the jet
offense
gun
and
is.
what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So,
100.
yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot, but I don't
One thing
think it's
always
actually
loved
that
when,
bad.
at the studio, when you guys talk about
The augments.
making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally. And that seems like how we got mutant injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have it. You see, you inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and chop them up and blast them. It's great, you know. And we've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us, like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant
it's
for
like
zombies.
an ultra jug.
Such a blast to play.
Also,
right?
you can hear
like an ultra juggernaut.
Laughter coming from the. He's like, you know?
I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the mangler on mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a mangler.
Battle, it's great. And the VO that he says is great during that too. It's hilarious. It's like,
Got to see that.
No, for sure. All right, well, there's
only one kind of salvage this year.
Well.
So it's
Why
not.
don't you go ahead and tell us about the arsenal?
It's not regular,
like, what should we
common and rare.
Yeah,
it's
so we
just
really streamlined the arsenal of this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got a AI drill and sergeant. Voice, and it will actually kind of call you out. If it notices that you run nearby it, if your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPCs judge me,
To get over here and upgrade.
I'm starting to see why this is the small map, quote unquote, because there's not actually.
Harder and harder.
Yeah,
you're in these streets, but there's there's not a lot there.
Behind us, so
that's how you know they were in a
They're just kind of
they might have hit
streets.
that death animation that we've been hoping to.
And it doesn't seem like there's actually that many.
The abomination is just
shops to go in.
I am not looking. There's only one.
Now, every time you go into the Pack-a-Punch area, does a mega? Well, it's not a mega. An abomination
We're
come
going to
out?
be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a
But I can see why it's kind of the smaller map, like why they're saying it's the small map. But now that we're getting a better look at it, and I'm already getting an idea of where things are located. So I still wouldn't call it necessarily a small map, but it definitely, I can see why it's like the smaller map.
Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the
go
chair
Rampage
provider
past
for
round
Call of
20.
Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you.
I wonder though if that abomination comes out every time you go in down to the Pack-a-Punch where you go where that purple portal is.
Official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6.
Prices increase by 500
Customize
every
your
time you buy one.
typing.
Yeah, so that's
Drop,
kind of just
the
like
official
Cold
keycap
War,
partner
right?
of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase.
For only
Exclusive
$1,000.
Gold Lightning weapon camo.
I mean, I don't know. The ray gun was $600. So I would imagine that's going to be very near the same. That's Abby. Abby, the abomination that's there. Abigail, Abby, Misty.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That
Okay.
was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale Mega Abomination.
Not the Mega.
He gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Oh, that one there is.
She
Yeah, I
hasn't
guess it
eaten
is.
anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure.
But in-game,
very
it's not a
Very
respectful.
cutesy, very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke.
Look at that.
All of the
Dude, that's
things
awesome.
she did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She's so cool.
She has to come home with us. I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, I saw when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. Didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
We
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at
Largest
Activision
marionette
and Treyarch,
of a
because this is
video
the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision Call of Duty USA in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August.
Dude, they'll give out a
2024.
record for
Abby's a
anything.
star.
If you can think of it like something
Yes.
to call it.
The
It's a
builder
world
at
record,
Treyarch.
biggest
So thank you,
marionette
Zombies,
by
too. Huge
video
moment.
game
Guinness World
character
Record
made by
holder.
Activision.
That's a real one. That's a real one right
Okay.
there. That's pretty awesome.
And
there.
there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cute.
It's kind of creepier like
you'll
when
have
they're
to see
little.
it. All right. Well,
Because they can get into spots where the big ones can't. At least the big ones, you know where it is. It's like Alien, right?
What do we have next here? 'Cause we
Like
got-
you know where
we got
when
a
you
lot
see
of
the
good stuff
xenomorph,
here
like
to dive into.
Yeah, we
but
talked
the face
about
hugger,
Wonder Weapons a little bit.
those
You
things
guys
like
got a quick
you
look
know,
at
scoot
the
all around.
Wunderwaffe, Wunderwaffe, which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the
Wunderwaffe.
DG2 because
DG2,
I can barely
that's
grasp
easier,
the English
yeah.
language.
Hey.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustodyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
gonna
just
devour people.
It's Model 23, you know, it's like, what were those other 22 models?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like,
And we saw-
the person who used it.
We saw in gameplay a little bit, but of course, we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there.
Oh, it
So
can
we got
suck
a
things
quick
up,
look
too?
At the ray gun, but the ray gun has
Like the
had a bit
shockwave?
of a makeover.
Yeah.
There
look how
she is.
good
There
it
we go.
looks.
So
the weapons
cool.
team knocked it out of the park.
That
so
reload animation is so sick.
So cool. It's
Man.
just like, and it rotates, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the back spins, it rotates. You know, you can. It's,
You can
it's,
tell,
it's
like, just
beautiful.
again, a lot of work was put into that. A lot of care was
Yeah.
put into that. So you know, to the whole team.
Can't wait till you see the Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I'm not
Oh
gonna show it
boy.
now, but
we saw a few
gonna
skins for it as well. I think some people were running around
you
with
can-
it.
There's Pack-a-Punch for
That
both
was
of them in there
Pack-a-Punch,
now,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Which is great.
okay.
The jet gun can
Complete-
Pack-a-Punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see what it
Maybe
looks
you'll
like.
see what that looks like. You know.
Oh.
Now, you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, aka the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty
Still
dope to
questions
show
about
you.
that.
Check
How
this
is
out.
Richtofen able to?
there she
Oh, it's
is.
tiny.
Boom. Now, not exactly. You know, this is obviously a smaller version of it.
Oh, that's so
Half
disappointing.
scale of it here of the Wunderwaffe.
That's not half
DG2
scale, man. That's
replica
like
that
a
is now
quarter
available
scale.
for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And
You
we
see
saw
Richtofen when he picks that thing
use
up in the
DG2
trailer?
in the
It's
Liberty
like
Falls,
it's like
cinematic,
that.
and use it in a lot of creative ways as well. Might I add.
Reloading with a zombie's head.
Yeah, you know, that just seemed like a thing to do.
I
in the
still have
moment,
questions.
right?
How was he able to
Very
build this
cool thing to
Wonder
do.
Weapon
But of course, this right here is
in
gonna
two
be a perfect
different
shelf companion for,
universes?
You know, your ray gun collectible that released
Twi-
last year,
like,
and
even
I
if
want
he's
this.
not
So
I mean,
I'm
the
gonna take
same
Kevin said it best
Richtofen.
earlier. Is like be like Richtofen. Keep it next to your bed. You
Yeah.
never
You know,
know.
like, I don't know, it's
Trouble is
confusing
lurking.
to
You
me.
get like a camo with this too, right? So you also
Yes.
get something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out
An
there.
actual camo you can use in game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah,
Incredible.
that is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the
That
perfect
doesn't-
time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty
That
collection.
doesn't look
of course, only
good,
available
I
on
don't think.
shop.callofduty.com.
The ray gun, I mean, $600, that's insane to me. Whatever, it's your money, do whatever the hell you want.
These bad boys right here, 'cause Miles.
But
tell
that
us what you
looks
got for
like
the
it was
people watching
life size,
today.
and
Let
it
'em
looks
know.
good. That
More
looks like a toy.
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 zombies.
Although I don't know how much it is.
G2s. All you have to do
Like, that
is
looks
go to
way better,
X/Twitter
and that is not
and send
half
a tweet with
scale.
the hashtags.
That's a quarter
Hashtag
scale
CODNext,
at best.
Hashtag Black Ops 6 and hashtag
Looks like a $30
Wunderwaffe
Walmart toy.
sweepstakes.
Exactly.
You'll be entered to win one of the 5
Actually, let me go to Call of Duty right
half-scale collectibles. Chris, das ist gut.
Yo, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything.
It's
and then I can
$350,
just,
guys.
Tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, zombies. Hey, we got to 28, though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are
get
you
over
ready to get into the zombies action? Here, the Call of Duty
It's $350,
Black Ops 6
guys.
Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in D.C. Save us, Golden.
Are you
Boy.
friggin' kidding me?
They're having way too much fun with that elevated
That
camera.
stage is so good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was
This
a
thing
lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked
is
about
$350
real quick. But just wanted, I know you guys wanted to.
Are you effing
real
kidding me?
That is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is
For $350, it
at
better
the start
come
of
with
Season
Zombies
1,
Chronicles 2.
the retro
Dude, it
mode
better
will come out and thereafter in seasons.
being
to
hand
open it
delivered
up for
by
people
Jason
to
Blundell.
experience.
And
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover,
Oh,
but at the same time be able to
I'm not
introduce
gonna
new
say
players to the
that.
Zombies experience.
$350 for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome. At that point too, you know,
good for you
group up
if
with your friends
that's
who might
you
have
know
done it already.
you want to spend your money.
Bring them on,
$350
get your
on
new
that.
friends
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the hunt.
I would
Join the
never.
hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet
Exactly.
So we saw
Even
this a
again the
little bit
$600
earlier in the show, but
ray gun,
am
which I think is, I mean, it's kind of crazy
excited
to me, but
to talk progression challenges.
it looks like the real ray gun.
To zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin,
here's our time
Opal?
to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife, looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
and
Oh,
it just
cool.
becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like
So
you're
good.
like,
Oh, I do like that. Okay.
weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the
like that.
cosmos for its success.
reticle challenges and the dark ops challenges also coming to zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And prestige shared across all modes.
Classic prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice juicy camos that we've been seeing here today.
Honestly, do you guys find it
And, I mean,
embarrassing
again,
that
you have
that
so
Wonder
much
Waffle?
that you can lean on.
I
here.
mean,
Make sure you guys
that
are out
they
there
put it out
digitally
like that, and he was
pre-order
just kinda like,
Black Ops 6,
"Here,
or you can
look, this is
subscribe
what it
to
looks
Select
like."
Game Pass plans. Get the
As if
Reflect
that's,
115
like, gonna sell it to
camo
us, but-
pack, of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone.
To me, it
And
looks
these
just
look really
embarrassing.
cool. I mean, just the visual.
I already
is
have this
just
camo on my
striking
stuff in
in and of itself,
MWZ.
Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You
Call
have
of Duty
probably
Dice.
everything.
Yeah.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say, but it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6. Zombies are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
yeah, Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement, so kind of switch it up for you. You know, you think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you.
Those
So you have to
amalgam
kinda
thing.
change
Like,
where
that is-
you're aiming.
that thing is
You
creepy
know,
as hell.
It mixes things up, keeps it interesting. You know, keeps it challenging. You have to look down, look up. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more
Something that
ways
will
for things
annoy
to
me
kill
is
us.
if, like, you get down to the final, you know,
I mean,
you're
really,
holding
it's
the
just a
last
creative
zombie, and then
way.
it
That's
just
what
changes
it's
into a
about.
spider. Like, if that thing can move
And you think these are terrifying?
in a
as
faster
well?
way, it can, like jump on you or do whatever. Like, that would be kind of annoying,
Oh,
actually.
Nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? You know, what do you got in store for us and beyond that on the live seasons?
So what I could say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
really setting the tone for how all in round-based we are this year.
So season 1, we're
that's
getting
quite
another map.
significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited about it. Yep.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my word! You can see him.
I mean, you just wipe out everything.
Kool-Aid
Oh,
Man
dude,
on
look at all the
steroids.
spiders.
I like his nod of approval.
Oh, he might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Flasher. retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
Coming back out now.
For a limited time only.
Do you think that thing like explodes when you come out of it, and then like it'll knock back anything that's close to you?
Absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time.
It seems like it's still like a
and
counter's still going.
Go for it.
Mutant injections. Oh, you just got cornered yourself.
Oh, we got ourselves a jet gun again.
Oh, no, that's a mangler cannon.
Oh, wait, that's the mangler?
Yeah.
So if you shoot the mangler cannon off of a mangler, he has a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can.
So you just shoot his arm off to get this thing.
Kind of
okay.
a smaller way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage, get the mangler cannon, or find it. Maim a mangler.
So you can make it and shoot it off of him.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies. And like I said before, it really just feels like you could feel the enthusiasm. I could tell, having talked to you guys, behind the scenes stuff, how much you love this. And it just comes across, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionately talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's a pleasure being here. We're excited.
Yeah, round-based zombies.
Sure.
Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand new map. We're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be
all right, so what do you guys think of the zombie stuff, guys?
Raven here at the desk. So make sure you stay tuned. Warzone's coming up right after this, folks. Don't go
I flat out, I just don't care about really Warzone in general, and then I definitely don't care about Resurgence.
The official gaming hardware and
so what do you think?
Partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement.
Looks fun. I mean, it looks.
Access with email sign up at Movement.
I get it. Like I said, I get it now. Like the whole, this is the small map, and it's like, okay, it looks pretty huge to me. But then we're actually starting to see the layout, and people are moving around the map a little bit, and then you're getting an idea of where things are. Yeah, it definitely makes sense that is a smaller map. It would have been I don't know if you guys saw Glitchin' Queen's video that she put out last night. And like I said, she was doing like a virtual tour of the actual town, which is called Harper's Ferry. Like where this Liberty Falls town is, and like the layout that they could have done. And she was doing like a lot of the local lore that's a part of this place. Like it's supposedly like a very haunted town, and there's a cemetery there, and it's blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. And it would have been really cool. And they still have the chance to do some of that, but it does look like it might be fairly small because like you got these streets or whatever, but it's like it's a tight loop that you're locked into. It's a tight circle, fairly anyway. And it seems like there's only a few stores. Like there's the bowling alley, the comic shop, the video store. Where Pack-a-Punch is in the church, but like that's kind of it. Like, I'm sure there's a couple other stores, little things you can dip into and through or whatever. But it doesn't look like there's a ton of things to go into. So yeah, it does seem like it's going to be fairly small. Not not like the giant small, but.
I mean, it's feeling good. I'm gonna be honest. At the start, I was a little slow.
Still kind of
a movement king, no Joe.
Definitely kind of small.
I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement. It's feeling good. I like the slide too. You can like slide and then go down into like a laying backwards kind of thing. It's crazy.
It's good because you're flexible. You can kind of pursue your own movement and what you want to do on a map as well. Now you did mention Joe Woe. I know he's the movement king.
There's a vault. Who knows what's inside? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be like obviously this. I would think it's going to be part of the Easter egg steps. Getting in there and.
I've never been a movement king myself, but the Omni movement is great.
There are a couple of rooftops you can go to, like you saw the zip lines going across a couple of the rooftops. So.
Love to hear that. Fever Kill's moving different. Let's see what other.
But there's definitely areas where you could easily get trapped into, like if you before you know the map, obviously.
I'm here with the Warzone GOAT himself, Balls. All right, Balls, tell us.
Dalek just figured it out. What, like how to get into that vault?
All right, man, look, this new Omni Movement system, I'm not gonna lie, feels really, really fluid. I think there's gonna be a big skill gap, and I don't know. I feel like I barely got to play a little bit, so I have like.
It's those numbers that we saw, like part of the counter. Like, is it a code? That kind of a code?
I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right. So now we got 16 new 6v6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
And we're getting a third map before the end of the year, they said, too. So we're getting the 2 at launch, that's October 25, and then we're getting a third one, I would assume, in Season 1, which, again, I'm assuming is probably like the beginning of December. They'll probably wait till after Thanksgiving, I would think.
I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just.
So the first week or 2 of December, Season 1 will start, and I'm like, I guess that's when the next map will come out.
I got 2 props. One is a goat, right? You hold that. All right. And the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right, here we go.
I never knew RG3 did streaming. I think he's working he's getting himself a new job right now.
All right. Go.
As an announcer here.
Come on. Here we go. He's running. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on now. Who's the GOAT? Who's our GOAT?
So generic operators for Liberty, it seems. No, I wouldn't say that.
He gave Amir a piece of coal. All right, here we go.
I mean, they might be playing as the generic operators right now, but you can.
He's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down.
You can play zombies as either the set crew or generic operators, regardless of map.
I like it. He's humble. He's humble.
So it doesn't necessarily mean just because they're playing as generic operators right now, because obviously they want to turn on any voice lines that will give you clues or anything like that. So it's possible, but
team in the world right now, them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on.
I still think at the end of Terminus, when you beat that Easter egg, I think that portal is going to open up like what we saw in the trailer. And you go through into Liberty Falls.
He's the third of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to get.
So I think we're going to be able to play as set crew on both maps, but it is possible. It would be kind of weird if these 2 are like twins. This dude and this dude, they just have the exact same haircut.
Oh man. He gave him coal.
That's my GOAT. That's my GOAT. Look, man, this guy lives with me. He's got to, bro. I got to give him.
I have no idea what's happening over here. Was there anything in that vault, by the way, Mark, that was cool? Like, hopefully there's nothing actually in there that would give any hints away.
Go ahead and tell him a little bit more about the beta.
Unbelievable.
More about the beta. Let's see if they're going to go live today.
I mean, that is the craziest switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3 over there doing the cardio, and I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days. On
I don't think
August
it's going
30th
live.
At 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now for early access so you can jump into the beta starting on Friday. Now, let's jump over back to
Had a little
desk
safety
where
deposit
developers
boxes?
on Treyarch
Okay.
and Raven
So
will join
remember
us
we
for
found,
all
some other dude
things
found a
Warzone.
key on the ground after he got a kill that requires keys. Some dude found a key on the ground, so just like, it seemed like he just got regular kills. And then there was a key on the ground that he could interact with, so we're already getting steps. This is why I don't like this kind of early access stuff.
First live gameplay of the all-new map coming to Season 1 later this year, so buckle up, because you're going to want to see
It's just kind of like,
the debut
I don't know,
of
man.
this Resurgence map coming
I've
up
never
here
cared for
shortly.
that.
But we are excited to welcome our guest to the desk.
I mean, it's fun for us to sit here and get a little bit of a preview, but like they could just give us a preview with trailers. We could get in there and kind of, you know, oh, that looks like this. That might mean that, like, trailer break, you know, break down the trailer, go frame by frame, check things out. Do you see this thing over here? Plus that thing over there. That could mean, you know, put these 2 things together and there could be, you know, some kind of clue that way. But I don't think like they should have access to that kind of stuff right now. They should have turned off all Easter egg items. I mean, it might not technically be an Easter egg item. Maybe it's just it's a safety deposit box. Maybe there's just gold in there, and you get a key and you open it up and you get extra points. So I mean, it might not be. it might not be Easter egg related, but I still don't. I don't like that kind of stuff. That you're able to find those kinds of things early. Like
map in Warzone. So this is really
I don't know, man.
exciting.
I don't think that. AWOW, thank you for subscribing, and Michael Schmeichel 74, thank you as well. And Asian Batman, thank you for subbing also.
Look, guys, without further ado, let us introduce you to
Area 99.
Yeah, I don't like that they have any stuff like that in there. Like, I would much rather everybody be on the same footing at the at the beginning. Like, we can see trailers, we can see if they wanted, like they did with Terminus, they released that 17 minutes of gameplay footage. And then we can all have the chance to, analyze it and break it down, whatever. But, like, when you have actual... Again, I don't know if it's technically an Easter egg. Like, I definitely don't think it wouldn't be part of, like, the main quest Easter egg. But, like, stuff like that, I don't think you should be able to find right now. And again, for multiplayer, for people to get access to the multiplayer, yeah, I mean, they're going to have a little bit of map knowledge over you when you go into a multiplayer match, but zombies is an entirely different kind of a thing. Where knowing the map, I mean,
we have arrived at the birthplace of Nuketown.
It's a very different thing as compared to multiplayer.
Look at our overhead
knowing that, having information like
Area
that.
99.
Nuketown shipping.
We're here.
We made it. Yes, we made it. You said it.
I mean, there's going to be another Nuketown for multiplayer.
Of Nuketown, we have 10
I wonder if they're
POIs,
going
each with their own
to.
gameplay flair and thematic connections to.
Do you think we'll get some kind of
This is a
Nuketown
uniquely
zombies
a
map
Black Ops map with
this
a
year?
ton of character. It is.
I mean, I really hope not.
Yeah, and we actually have more.
I'm one of those people, by the way, that like for these multiplayer maps,
here today on the streamers tack
like
map,
the
once
shipments,
they're in-game, it's gonna look a little
Nuketowns.
different, but you know what?
I'm sure I
This
could
is
think of
where we're
it
headed
more
for
if I thought of
launch.
it.
We're obviously going to see
Some of these
alpha
kind of
gameplay
legacy
of Area 99.
maps.
We got live
I'd be
gameplay
perfectly
coming
fine
up
with
on Area 99
never
in
seeing
just a
again.
few minutes, but
Like
first,
never
let's
seeing
take
again.
a
I thought
closer
Nuketown and
look
Black Ops 4
at our
played
points of interest.
terribly.
Brittany,
I
take us
don't
away.
remember. Yes, I do.
Area 99,
In Cold
you're
War, I didn't
parachuting
really
in.
enjoy it in
What's
Cold
the
War.
first
Like
thing you
neither.
see? Our
I think
Nuketown
Nuketown
house
should be retired. I think
suspended
Shipment should be retired. I
mid-air.
think
It is
Rust.
so
Get rid of that
awesome.
map.
Up
God, I
here
hate that
you
map.
have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time. Then we have our test site. This is where experimental weapons are tested. The observant player may recognize that we have a prototype Guardian in the space, which is a fun nod.
Lots of little treats there.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. That POI connects to our underground bunker space. So down here, the players are
Although I will say, in Black Ops 4 on Blackout, having Nuketown where you could go down into the bunkers, which ended up basically being what they did for Alpha Omega,
This is our bullseye in the center of the map. It's also our tallest.
it was
POI.
kind of cool to get in there for the first time and see those kinds of places.
This POI is
But then,
actually
of course,
that it's
again, like I said,
connected
they
to every single other POI
had it in Blackout, and then
through a network of
we got the zombies map later in the year with it too. It's like, oh,
also radioactive.
so it's the. I mean, there's a whole
Trust me.
story behind
We have
everything
our
that happened with Black Ops 4.
manufacturing POI. This is where
Why
the
it was that way, I
houses
suppose,
are
but
made. This space is
it was
fun. We
still
have doors,
disappointing.
windows being carried throughout the space. There may or may not be a sneaky zip line in here somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
You have to go and find out.
Gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have our mannequin assembly space. This place is really fun. So, okay, the backstory of this is it has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
not scary at all.
It's a little bit creepy. Yeah.
Dude, my phone is literally going to explode
Mannequin limbs
with
are
all these
just tossed
notifications from
throughout.
Treyarch today.
One does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin.
They're
smasher.
tweeting like live,
And then we have
updating
our
like
pods.
everything they're
This
talking about right
is
now is
where
like what is
the
getting
people who
tweeted
worked
out at the same
Area
time.
99
But like
used to live. This is a fun stacked
one at a
smaller
time, like
engagements.
everything getting
and
tweeted
players
out.
here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just looks so cool.
Pod's
Everything about
final
this.
circle, absolutely wild. I really hope we see one today in playtesting. Final circle on Pods, you're going to have one of the wildest fights I've seen in Resurgence in a long time.
And something that stands out to me just looking at that overhead map real fast is a lot of color. You know, a lot of visual
The
color
Avogadro
that's
battle?
really going to stand
Oh,
out when
from
you're like
Alpha
moving through the
Omega?
map. You really get the idea that like, well, I'm moving into new POIs. I'm going into new environments.
Like the underground part of it was kind of neat. It's kind of like, I mean, kind of Fallout-ish, right?
Yeah. Yeah, now
Which makes sense as
here's
like
the other
nuclear
wild part
Fallout.
that, you know, I genuinely
You
just
go
didn't
underground,
consider
just get away from it.
being a thing.
But
There's a story around Nuketown.
I mean, Alpha Omega, I
how
just
did
thought
the
was
creative
a bad
come
map.
about for this?
But it
Because
was kind of cool. Like I said, Blackout was
utterly
kind of neat to get into
fascinating
Nuketown, and
way
then
to
like you got the
approach
above
not just
ground stuff,
making
and
a
then
map,
you
but also
know
tying
go
in
underground
the
and kind of.
lore of
I don't
this
even think it was good for the
single map that we were
gameplay
introduced to
of
years ago
Blackout.
in-
I think it was
in
just
Call
kind
of
of
Duty.
fun place to
How did you guys come about doing
explore.
it?
Yeah, I mean, we were super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space and how fans love the history of it and the gameplay. So we tore it apart, broke every single piece down. Like Brittany said, there's so much intention. But this had to be where they're making all those Nuketowns and then shipping them off to the desert to blow
Plopping
them
them in
up.
the desert.
This old, you know, abandoned military facility built in the 1950s, you know, we leaned all the way in. And so when you see that color and you see so many unique POIs in gameplay, it all stems from that idea is, where was Nuketown made?
Yeah.
Area 99, baby.
Very, very interesting. Now, narratively, I'm absolutely just in. I'm down with this. But I'm also seeing a lot of really cool areas, Brittany. We can have some fun engagements. What were some of the core design philosophies
They're not going to
that
play
you wanted
on
to implement on this to really make
this
it
Warzone
feel
map,
like
are
not
they?
just you're playing Nuketown, but you're
I mean,
playing
I honestly
Nuketown
don't
at a
care.
scale that's never been tested before.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And in fact, Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design, and that was strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center of the map.
Yeah.
And by doing this, you'll have quicker engagements, faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of like vertical, tall.
Everything about this game is just going to be super cracked out, isn't it? Like just super, like as far as at least the multiplayer and Warzone aspects go.
Using the rooftops, things like that. Help them think tactically.
It just sounds
in
like
the
it's going to
space,
be
and
kind
again,
of just.
all for
Oh
the,
my god.
You know, the need of having the faster engagements that we want. In that
With the
space.
movement.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights.
It seemed like it was
right in the center.
a fair
as
amount
you
of
mentioned.
open
It's like a
lanes, too, like
bullseye.
open
It's tall,
spaces.
it's beautiful. There's
A couple of really small maps, and that's just the couple that we're seeing for the beta.
Hit up with that toxic sludge.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it. Yeah.
but Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so players can expect this map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, you'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man. That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, you know, the map layout itself, you know, gives
I
you
played a
lot of great
little bit of
opportunities for
Rebirth, and I
rotations,
never
you know,
had
to
was like
really
wanting
move
like,
around
oh
the
man,
map
it's just
fluidly. It
not
feels like
fast
you guys
enough. The
really thought
gameplay's
about that.
not
Like, how do
moving
you get
fast
from
enough.
POI to POI in a very smooth manner, right?
It always seemed like it was like you had engagements pretty much
as we've been play
all
testing
the time.
is having those conversations on rotations and approaching it from a Warzone and Resurgence point of view. That always key is, again, taking MP Nuketown.
So I'm a little confused though, as far as like, because I had heard, and now I know this is the small map, this is the Resurgence map,
Part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time. Oh yeah.
but I had heard we were getting Verdansk back as like the next Warzone map, like the full scale map, which coming in like January or February. But I'm also seeing like the only things I've seen leaked out so far as Warzone maps. I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely not Verdansk. But I don't know if that's the next one or is that. Well, I mean, the next one I guess coming in January, but I mean like next year's. That's also next year. January's next year, technically. You know what I mean? Like, is there a Verdansk remake coming, or is it this other? I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called.
Constantly immersed in Area 99. and you know it's Black Ops, you know it's special to this moment, and you know Area 99
But there was like
something
a
fresh
like
and new.
a waterway kind of right down the middle of the map, and it looks like in the bottom part of the map there's like quite a lot of water, like a large expanse to navigate. I don't know how that will play.
The spiritual leader of Area 99.
And there's like an island in it.
Just remember, do what Archie does. I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the pieces. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still few months away from launch, but the streamers here live at Next are going to be dropping into
Oh, they are going to
Area
go in.
99
Okay.
shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop is going to be today?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Okay. Any mini Nuketowns.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, testing ground for that Omni Movement system.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's absolutely
My
fantastic.
favorite is, I have to say, House on a Crane. You talked about it first. It's
House
in
on a Crane.
Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I do. So, I mean, it's hard to choose, but personally for me, I love to get into the command bunker underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. The circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have a soft spot where really when you were looking at it is callback to Blackout, Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone that
man.
knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel, so I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We
so
got to play
I'm gonna
sometime.
see you.
So you're not good at the game, is what you're saying?
I like that strategy too. Just way in the corner. Really.
I didn't say a corner. Okay, GB.
I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command center, we're looking outside the bunker. If I happen to look at the periphery of the map, out into the desert, saw some conversation about this online. What else might we see in that Nevada desert?
Well, you might see a hint of something fans love that might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see something.
A little hint
You guys,
there.
you guys out here with the teases and everything. My
can't give
goodness
it all
gracious!
away. Come
Every time. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with more Warzone
So what will that be?
coverage,
What is
including
that we're talking about?
Battle Royale
A fan
updates,
favorite
ranked
in the
play,
desert.
and more. But for now, though, let's send it over to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps.
That would be
Area
Treyarch related.
99.
I mean, I can think of like,
Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Alex. Area 99 is a mere moments away, but myself and Chris, raring to go.
Yes, I want to dress up as a mannequin, though.
For Modern Warfare, I can think of it, but
Well,
like
folks, we've got some very,
for
very exciting news for you. That's
Treyarch?
right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power Hour. For those of you who were here last year, you know what it's all about, but during this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges will come them 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 65-inch TCL TV. 9 of them.
65 inches?
65 inches and 9 chances to win 9 TVs.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And also, if you want to be involved, use hashtag CODNext and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
Oh, let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it. Yeah. Honestly, can't wait, Chris. Mannequins.
great.
Imagine a mannequin
okay.
skin.
I want somebody to look out into
Get
the
it, like, in week 1.
distance.
It might take till
Like, what are we
season
gonna
2,
see?
But, I mean, who does
Because you remember, like on Alpha Omega, like if you had a sniper scope, you could go out and look at, the house that you built the shield on, and look out past that, and you could see. I think it was your character, right?
Gamers here as well. I was just
That would be
looking
out
around
there.
to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be
Whatever,
fun.
whoever you were
Yeah,
playing as,
so I
would,
stood
it
behind
would
shots
show
for a
up out
moment
there.
to watch him
I think.
running around, a bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup.
And this
I wasn't
is
gonna do
part
that.
of
I wasn't
Nuketown.
going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No. And
But
we should
Warzone
remind
players
everybody,
wouldn't
Stephanie said this a few
have-
times. This is just
know
alpha.
about the zombie
We're gonna
stuff.
see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had it just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on.
I gotta be honest too, something
cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
I'm kind of done with is that washed out desert look, man.
We can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop, maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea.
What's wrong with some trees once in a while? Some little bit of greenery.
To me, it's just such a cool idea to show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, it's going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a Resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view, you're seeing some of the action at home, you know what you're getting yourself into, folks. It should be a fantastic time. And the whole time, Chris, we've barely brought it up. The entire feeling of like Omni Movement being in there, Brad is getting involved, lovely bit of work there with the Tanto 22, and he goes down, but look, a smile on his face and a heart full of joy.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
About 17 seconds, Brad.
I mean, I just straight up don't care about.
Here in DC, one of our 250 creators, all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look though at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate his teammate.
I flat out don't care about Warzone.
That's a lovely top-down look. Reactor, obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy, to the pods, dive.
I really kind of just want to know what you can see out in the distance, and I don't know if anybody is going to look at that.
Looks like the tallest one, and these sort of these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Cool,
I don't know. All right, I think what we might do is just go ahead and call it here. So I know that there's Zombies content creators that are live streaming from COD Next that are playing Zombies, so probably a lot of you will actually want to go ahead and check that out, rather than look at some small Warzone map stuff. And I am going to get that Liberty Falls, that new trailer, out like in the next couple of minutes. It'll be on my channel. If you want to have a look at that, please just go ahead and drop a like on it. If you do, appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like on this stream, or if you're watching it as a VOD later as well. Helps me out big time. Literally doesn't cost you anything to do. So I would appreciate it. At the end of the day, Liberty Falls looks good. It's quite a bit smaller than I actually realized. And it's kind of weird that they have a little few, like, not main quest Easter egg stuff that's in there for these streamers that are there, but there is Easter eggy kind of things, like getting into that vault and then having the key, being able to unlock the safe deposit box kind of things. Like, it's kind of weird that they left that in, but anyways, it's good. I think it's going to be a good year for Zombies, guys. And then knowing that we're going to get a third map before the end of this year, so I think that means it's going to come with Season 1, which I'm assuming will be the first or second week of December, rather. So that's 3 maps before the new year, but supposedly we're only getting 6 maps total for the whole year. So that leaves the next 9 months for only 3 maps. Maybe we're going to get more than 6 maps. I don't know. I think we might get more than 6. I don't know. I don't want to say it like that. Hopefully we definitely will have some fun times coming. And by the way, you can pre-download the beta now. There's a link pinned at the top of chat. If you don't know how to do it, just watch that video. I explain exactly how to do it. So check that out. Otherwise, go ahead and subscribe, like, and I will catch you guys real soon. Like I said, I'm going to go get that trailer downloaded and uploaded onto my channel like right now. So anyways, that's it, guys. Have a great day, and I will catch you in another one real soon.